At the start of the drama, we see the female lead, Momo, whose mom is waking her up to go to school. We learn that Momo is 16 years old and has a great interest in space and aliens, but she is not good at studies at all. That's why she always comes last in class and gets bullied by the mean girls because she is very innocent. Then, we are shown Momo's stepfather and his son, who is spraying his hair. His name is Yu-chain, and his job, besides caring for his hair, is to annoy Momo. Then we see Momo at school, where a girl named Li Feng always bullies her. She pours milk on Momo and starts making fun of her. Momo doesn't say anything because she's afraid of them. Then, they pull all the books out of Momo's bag, throw them on the floor, and then leave, laughing at Momo. As Momo is picking up her things, the male lead of the drama, named Hylan, makes his entry. Momo likes him because he is very good at sports as well as studies, and along with that he is very rich and handsome, which is why many girls in the school like him. But Hylan doesn't like to talk to anyone. He is walking along when he collides with Momo, who is picking up books in front of him. Momo imagines Hylan caringly asking her, "Are you okay?" And she starts to feel happy because this is her dream. But when she opens her eyes, it turns out to be just her dream because Hylan gets angry at her. "Why did you come in front of me?" And then leaves. Then, for being late, Momo gets a scolding from the teacher and she thinks, if only I had alien power, I would teach Li Feng a lesson and also impress Hylan. Then, during break time, as Momo is having a drink, Li Feng comes to her and says, "I know you like Hylan, but my friend Amy also likes him, who is 100 times better than you. So get the thought of Hylan out of your mind." And then she leaves, laughing, which makes Momo sad. Just then, her friend Jing Jing comes to her. She tells her friend, "I am sure Hylan likes me too because once when I fell into the swimming pool, Hylan saved me. He was worried about me. That's why he did that." In the next scene, we see Hylan in his house. His relationship with his father is not good. For him, only money is important, and Hylan also blames his dad for his mom's death, which is why they keep fighting. In the next scene, the teacher tells everyone in the class, after the results of this exam, the weak students will be separated from the intelligent students, so everyone should work very hard for this exam. Hearing this, Momo's heart breaks because she's not good at studies. Then, we see a scene outside where Amy says, "Now Hylan will get rid of Momo because she can never get such high marks." Momo, sitting a little distance away, becomes sad hearing this. In the next scene, Momo comes home, takes out her alien collection, and while looking at it thinks, "I know you all are real. It's just that you and I will never be understood by this world, but I'm sure one day you guys will find me." After this, we are shown a scene from a few days later where Momo is with Jing Jing in the broadcast room. Jing Jing was playing music for all her friends, but the mic was accidentally left on. They are unknowingly talking about Hylan, and the whole school starts to hear their conversation. Jing Jing tells Momo, "You should tell Hylan your feelings." Momo agrees to do so, and the whole school starts laughing at their conversation. Then someone calls Jing Jing and tells her, "Your mic is on," and both of them are shocked. In the next scene, Momo comes to talk to Hylan. He is playing a video game. She tries to talk to him, but Hylan's attention is on his game. Then Momo tells him, "I like you a lot." Just then, he loses the game, so he gets very angry at Momo. "Don't you understand that I am not interested in you at all?" Which breaks Momo's heart. In the next scene, Momo is with Jing Jing for diving. Jing Jing tells her, "Now you should forget Hylan and move on." Momo says, "Yes, now I will try to move on," and then jumps into the water with her coach. When she is in the water, she feels as if someone is calling her. So Momo goes deeper into the water, where she sees a shining stone from inside which someone was calling her. As soon as Momo touches the stone, she feels strange. The coach comes up and tells them about Momo's disappearance, so Jing Jing also jumps into the water to find her. On the other side, as soon as Momo opens her eyes, they are blue. After this, when Momo gets on the boat, her personality seems different. She feels everything there. Actually, an alien has entered Momo's body, who says, "I was in that stone for 200 years. Now I'm on planet Earth." She is unable to contact her planet but thinks, "Now I will try to go back to my home soon." Meanwhile, when Jing Jing talks to Momo, Momo starts behaving rudely. Just then, she suddenly faints and falls. In the next scene, we see a scientist who captures aliens. A man comes and tells him, "The thing you are looking for has not been found yet." The man says, "Kill all the people we have caught thinking they were aliens." Then we are shown Momo, that is, Gui, who is undergoing an MRI. She remembers the memory of her home, that there was a war, and the situation was very bad. Here we see Gui in her real form, who is a commander. For some reason, she traps herself in a stone. This was the same stone that Momo had touched, and now Gui is in Momo's body. The doctors are observing her, when suddenly Momo leaves from there. She comes to the terrace and starts acquiring all the knowledge of Earth, but she can't get much power from the sun, so she says, "I don't have much time, so I have to go home quickly." Just then, The doctors arrive, thinking Momo is about to commit suicide. They ask Momo to come down. Momo understands they are going to make her unconscious, so she injects the doctor with a sedative. Just then, Momo's parents also arrive. At first, Gui doesn't go to them, but as soon as she sees Momo's memory that this is her mom, she goes to them and faints. In the next scene, when she regains consciousness, her dad gives her food to eat for energy. She says, "Why eat food?" But when she tastes it, she likes it a lot. Her mom says, "Eat it by dipping it like this." She stands up and says, "You cannot order me like this. Only I give orders to everyone." Hearing this, Momo's mom and dad are shocked. She goes to the doctor and asks why Momo is behaving so differently. The doctor says, "You should be thankful that she survived and came back even after going so deep into the water. This is no less than magic. She has a problem in her mind due to the shock of such a big incident, but she will get well soon." In the next scene, when Momo goes to the washroom, she sees the real Momo in the mirror. Gui also appears in her real form, and Momo, shocked, asks her, "Who are you?" In the next scene, we are shown a lady running away from some people because these are the same people who catch aliens. Just then, the lady disappears, so the two men leave from there. After they leave, the lady becomes visible. Actually, she is an alien who can hide herself, and then she starts calling someone. Then we see Momo, who is shocked to see herself in the mirror. Then Gui also appears in her real form and says, "My name is Gui. I am an alien and have come from another planet. I waited for you to come for a whole 2,000 years inside the sea because you are a part of me, meaning our souls are connected." Momo is shocked. Then Gui says, "I will go back to my home very soon, but until I am here, I will have to use your body." Momo agrees to this but asks her to take care of her mom and Hylan. Then, when Gui comes out of the washroom, Hylan is there, whom Gui completely ignores. She asks, "Who are you?" Hylan says, "I am Hylan." Hearing the name, Gui remembers, "Oh, so this is the Hylan Momo was talking about." Then she starts scanning Hylan and looking at him. "You act over smart, but you are not." Hylan gets very annoyed and says, "I came here to ask about your health and you are insulting me. That's why I am leaving." In the next scene, Gui dreams that her planet was attacked, due to which the planet was badly burned and many people lost their lives. But when she wakes up, she realizes she was dreaming. Then she checks Momo's body to see how much power she has in this body at this time. After scanning, she finds out that Momo has neither physical power nor mental power. She is only 15% in everything. That's why Gui says, "Momo, you are very, very weak. Wait, I have to make you super strong." And then, who knows what she does, due to which Momo's body has now become so powerful that no one can mess with Momo anymore. In the next scene, we see the same scientist, Mr. Choi, to whom his assistant brings the report for the whole month, that is, hospital cases that are weird, because this is how they identify aliens. Then when Mr. Choi saw Momo's report, how a schoolgirl went deep into the water and came back alive without a single scratch, Mr. Choi understands that this girl, whoever she is, definitely has an alien soul inside her. In the next scene, Gui sees a PC in Momo's brother Yu Chain's room, which she picks up and takes with her. In the next scene, Momo's mom comes and gives Gui milk, which she drinks all at once. So she asks her, "Are you angry with me or don't want to live in this house? You don't like your stepfather?" Then Gui says, "No, it's nothing like that. I am just troubled by myself." Mom grabs Gui's hand and insists, "Please explain your problem to me." But she snatch her hand away, which make Mom feel bad. So she leave from there, crying. Gui also feels that maybe she hurt them a bit too much, but for now, contacting her people was more important. So she adds some power to the PC to contact her people as soon as possible. But even after using her power, she is unable to contact her planet through the satellite. Then, in the next scene, we see that Gui is with Jinjing, where Jinjing has explained many things to Momo, like which browser to use for searching something and which site is best for video calls. She is listening to everything carefully. Then Jinjing tells her about military training. Hearing this, Gui asks, "Is military training given here too? Then I will definitely go with you from tomorrow." In the next scene, we see the school bus stopping at its location, from which all the students get off. Then they are all shown standing together, where their military instructor introduces himself to everyone and explains all the rules. After this, we are shown Jinjing and Gui in their room, where both are wearing uniforms. Jinjing looks worried, but Gui is quite happy, so she says to herself, "On this planet, only military training is making me feel at home." Well now, in the next scene, we see all these students shooting one by one, where Hylan is shooting very well. Then on her turn, Gui starts shooting non-stop directly. Seeing this, everyone is quite shocked. Then the instructor tells everyone their results, where most students scored 14, 16, or 18 points, but Hylan scored a full 86 points, so everyone is very impressed and claps for Hylan. We see that Lifeng gets 0 points, hearing which everyone starts laughing at her. Then the instructor announces Guy's points, which are 100 out of 100. Hearing this, everyone is terribly shocked, wondering how this could be possible. Now we see the night scene where all these girls are deciding who will be on night duty. Then the chit with Jingjing's name comes up and she gets very worried. I was already so tired and now I have to do night duty too. So Lifeng takes the chit from Jingjing and gives it to Gui, saying, "You are Jingjing's best friend, right? So go and do the duty for your best friend." Gui agrees. Jingjing tries to stop her, saying, "Your health is not good," but Gui convinces her, "Don't worry about me. I will manage this duty easily." Now we see both of them outside, where Jingjing, after giving noodles to Gui, thanks her and leaves. Then Gui comes and sits in one place. After a while, Hailan also comes there because he was also on night duty today. But Gui ignores Hailan and quietly starts eating noodles. Seeing the noodles, Hailan also feels hungry, so he asks Gui for noodles. "Give me your noodles right now." Gui says, "If you had asked nicely, maybe I would have given them, but you are ordering me." Then Hailan says, "You should consider yourself lucky that I am talking to you." She says, "Granted, the soul of this body before might have been crazy in love with you, but I am completely different and don't remember anything from before." Then Hailan said, Yeah, why would you remember? Because you haven't done anything worth remembering." Then Gui understands that Momo must have troubled Hailan before. And now because Gui wanted to know about Momo, how she behaved in her body, so that in an emergency she could act like Momo in front of everyone, she tells Hailan, "If you remind me of what I did with you before, then I will give you these noodles." Then Hailan, while eating noodles, starts telling, "Whenever you came in front of me, you also brought bad luck, meaning you have always followed me. Wherever I was, you were definitely there. You had troubled me." Then Hailan asks in surprise, "Have you really lost your memory that you are asking all this?" Gui says, "Yes." He says, "Now do you understand how much of a duffer you were before?" Then Gui says, "But I don't understand what Momo saw in you that she liked you, whereas I don't find you sensible or attractive at all." Hailan says, "Now you are talking too much. Ask anyone in the school about me." Then Gui says, "Why, can't you tell your own qualities yourself?" And then she throws Hailan's noodles away, saying, "Whatever the previous Momo was like, you never treated her well, only broke her heart, so don't expect anything good from me now." After which we again see the military training, where this time all the students have to walk on tires, on boots, and also show their fast speed. So everyone is doing all these tasks while enjoying them a lot. Then Hailan comes and starts doing all these activities at full speed, which Amy and Lifeng are very happy to see. After which Gui is shown. When she comes, she thinks, "I should live among these people just like them." So she started moving forward slowly and sees how everyone is cheering for her. So she starts remembering the old days, how I have sworn I will never lose to anyone. That's why in the present, Gui runs with such speed that she was doing everything in a moment. It doesn't even take her a few seconds to complete all these activities, and she sets a record for completing the target in the minimum time. Next, we see that Gui is remembering her planet's memories, how when someone died in battle, their soul would convert into a star. That's why in the present, Gui starts crying thinking about all these things because she was really missing her people. Just then, Hailan comes there because of the mobile network and seeing Gui's tears says, "Her drama can never stop." Guy touches her tears and asks, "What is this thing?" Then Hailan said, "These are tears, and now don't say that you don't know anything about them." Gui said, "Yes, I really don't know, and why am I getting them?" Then Hailan explains, "Because maybe you are hurt by something." Gui says, "Don't worry, these tears were not for you." Then Hailan says, "If that's the case, then it's a good thing." After this, we see the military training scene again, where today all of them are going to have a race, where Hailan has only one motive, to defeat Gui. He passes by Gui and goes ahead of her at full speed because this time he has to defeat Gui somehow. Then Mr. Choi, who is pretending to repair a car, starts acting upon seeing Gui, as if he is stuck under the car. Then Gui quickly comes to him and, in a moment, pulls Mr. Choi out by lifting the car. Mr. Choi thanks Gui and says, "By the way, this car was very heavy. How did you lift it?" Then Guy first realizes that she has made a mistake, but then she says, "I have been strong since childhood. That's why I could do it," and then leaves from there. Then Mr. Choi was watching her go very carefully. Then it is shown to us that Hailan has reached the winning line much before everyone else, but he doesn't cross it. The instructor starts getting angry. "What are you trying to show?" Then he said, "I want to break someone's pride." And then when Gui comes there, Hailan first teases her, and then in front of Gui's eyes, he crosses the winning line, meaning he comes first. Noticing all this, Hailan's friend starts asking, "Aren't you showing a bit too much interest in Momo these days?" Then Hailan says, "No, it's nothing like that." In the next scene, we see that Gui is recording her video diary saying, "It's been 200 years since I came to Earth and 63 days since I came into Momo's body. I am not able to contact my people because the Sky Network here is not good at all, nor is the technology here advanced yet. I am worried about my elders, the promise I made to them, and the people who have become stars. But it's okay. One day I will definitely go back to my home." Next, we see that all these people were sitting in the cafeteria. Then Li Feng, seeing Gui, starts taunting her. Here comes our school queen who thinks she is the best, whereas in reality, it's nothing like that. Jinjing gets angry and says, "Why are you saying such things to Momo for no reason?" Gui was quietly taking her food. Li Feng says she thinks she is very superior after doing this shooting and running, whereas boys don't like such manly girls, but they like soft girls like Amy. Amy starts saying, "But whatever I am, I have never done anything to impress boys." Hylan was just quietly listening to everything and didn't like it. Jinjing tells Gui, "I am always with you. Anyway, these people are like this. When you were weak, they laughed at you, and now that you have become strong, they are jealous." Li Feng, annoyed, throws her bun at Gui and says, "Oh, my bun accidentally went there, and the instructor has said that no one should waste food, so now you have to eat this bun." Guy gets very angry, but she controls her anger and starts eating. Then Li Feng gets up and says, "Don't you understand what I just said?" Guy angrily breaks the chopstick and says, "Never before has anyone spoken to me in a loud voice or in this manner." Li Feng says, "Oh, please stop this drama of yours. How long will you keep acting like you've lost your memory? If you don't remember anything, then wait. I will remind you of your past. You always kept your head bowed in front of me to show me respect. I used to pour milk on you, and still, you would apologize to me again and again." Hylan is surprised to hear all this, that Momo was bullied. Gui says, "You are a very bad girl." Li Feng says, "Yes, I am. So what will you do now? Will you fight back? It's not in your capacity. You are just a loser born to be bullied by everyone." Then Hylan gets angry, so he tells Li Feng to be quiet, explaining, "We are all classmates." Li Feng asks, "Have you started liking Momo that you are taking her side?" Hylan says, "No, I don't like anyone, but I don't like all this." Seeing Hylan, Amy also starts telling Li Feng to calm down so that Amy's good image remains in front of Hylan. But when Gui tells Amy, "You don't get in the middle because I don't need your fake support," Amy gets up and says, "Oh, is that so? Then we are leaving from here. You handle everything yourself." Jinjing explains to Gui, "You should ignore these people." Guy says, "No, we should never tolerate injustice, but should raise our voice for ourselves. Otherwise, these low-quality monster-like people will start dominating us." Then Li Feng, while leaving, stops and annoyingly asks, "How dare you call me a monster?" And when she comes to hit Gui, Gui kicks her hard, making her fall on the table, shoves the bun in her mouth and throws her down. Everyone is terribly shocked to see this scene. Amy quickly comes to Li Feng and starts helping her up. Jinjing happily tells Gui, "Wow, you taught Li Feng a good lesson." To this, Gui says, "When soldiers become insolent and out of control, it becomes a commander's duty to bring them to their senses." Next, it is shown to us that today, all of their military training is over, so everyone is going to their homes. Then we see Yuchain, who has come to pick up Gui. Seeing Gui, he says, "What did the military people feed you that you have become so strong?" Gui asks, "What are you doing here?" He says, "Your mom has told me to get a new computer, so I have come to pick you up." And then he started telling Gui the rules of the house. "I will always be the boss. You will have to bring water, bring food. Whatever I say, you will have to bring that thing with just one call from me." Hearing all this, Gui ignores Yuchain and starts to leave. In the next scene, it is shown that when Momo comes out, she notices Mr. Choi. Then she understood. This is the same man who was outside my house that day. He was even seen during the military training, and he is here now too. This means he is keeping an eye on me. But why is he doing this? To find out all this, I will have to follow him. And then she arrives outside Mr. Choi's house. Many people were protesting there, saying, "We want to know what Mr. Choi experiments on." Just then, Momo sees another alien there who was shining differently. So Momo comes to that alien and asks, "Which planet are you from? Are you from planet Scorpion?" Then that other girl is left shocked. How did she recognize me? Then she takes Guy to the side. The alien's name is Gia, who has understood that Guy is also an alien. So first she scolds her, "You should not reveal your identity in public like this." Then she tells her, "My husband Kai has been captured by Mr. Choi for experiments, so I have come to save him." Guy says, "Oh, is that so? Come on, I will also go with you to help." But Gia refuses, saying, "Mr. Choi has covered his house with high technology, so our mental power will not work there." When Gui checks, A shield really stops her power. Then Gia tells her everything, how dangerous Mr. Choi is. Gia explains to her, you should now live the life of the person whose body you are in, and not let anyone know that you are from another planet. Otherwise, these people will take you for experiments. In the next scene, Yu-chain is shown looking for soda. Then, when Guy comes home, he tells her, go and buy a bottle of soda for me. Guy suddenly remembers Gia's words that she should not let her identity be revealed. So Guy, acting like Momo, puts a lot of sugar, water, and soda in a glass and gives it to Yu-chain, saying, all soft drinks have a lot of sugar. Yu-chain is shocked by Guy's statement, so when Guy comes to the side, he pours all that water on her head and says, here, first you taste this nonsense thing yourself, and then starts irritating Guy as usual. Guy gets very angry. She pushes Yu-chain far away with her power and then hits him hard on the head with something, which makes him unconscious. In the next scene, it is shown that as soon as Yu-chain regains consciousness, he starts getting worried about how he came to his room and how he got such injuries on his hand. When he tries to get up and leave, he is not even able to walk properly. Then, the morning scene is shown. Today, Gui goes to school. Then we are shown Heilan's class where, once again, an exam is happening, where Heilan was happy seeing the question paper because he had seen the same questions online as well. After which, the test result is shown where, once again, Heilan had topped. So Amy starts getting very happy for Heilan. Then we see the scene of Gui's class where the math teacher is scolding the students who had failed in math. He was about to hit a student with a stick when Gui catches the teacher's stick and explains, if a student fails, it is not only his defeat, but also the teacher's defeat. And anyway, I think you don't know how to teach properly. The teacher starts getting angry. What do you mean when you yourself are the lowest and intended insult student of the class? So Guy pushes him aside and comes to the board and starts correcting the teacher's formula, how it can be written in an easy way. Guy then says, teacher, you don't know how to teach, so you need to understand and study things yourself. So everyone claps on this matter. Then after class, a scene is shown where Gui sees Li Feng standing with Jinjing as if she is bullying Jinjing. Gui quickly comes to Li Feng and pushes her away from Jinjing and says, you don't need to bully my friend Jinjing. Everyone is shocked to see this scene. So Jinjing explains, no Momo, Li Feng was not bullying me, but we were all watching a movie so I started crying during an emotional scene. Gui realizes her mistake, so she apologizes to Li Feng. Li Feng is surprised by this. They throw something and then lie down and talk from the heart. In the next scene, it is shown that Yu-chain looks at his new laptop to tease Gui. Gui snatches that laptop from Yu-chain and says, from now on, this is mine. Then, coming into the room, Gui once again tries to contact her planet with that high-technology laptop, but it turns off, meaning it cannot handle Guy's power, and gets damaged. Guy comes to the shop and says, I want to get this fixed. Then she asks, is there any device with which I can directly contact the satellite? The shopkeeper says, no, because doing so is illegal. So Guy herself starts looking at the other, better laptops there, but their prices were very high, so she says, where will I get so much money from? Well, now in the next scene, we see Guy starts doing her classmates' homework to earn more money. Then they all give money to Gui, so Gui is happy. Then when she counts the money, she finds out that it is very little. In the next scene, we are shown that Yu-chain is fixing a camera in the house to find out how he becomes unconscious. Then we are shown Heilan with his father, where the father says, if you get rank 1 in the exam this time too, I will let you go paragliding with your friend, which you have wanted to do for a long time. Hearing this, Heilan becomes happy and goes to his room and hacks something to get tomorrow's exam papers. Actually, Heilan is good at studies, but he does all this to get rank 1 only because his dad forces him too much, because only then his dad lets his wishes be fulfilled. The next day, Jinjing comes to Gui, and she asks her how money is earned. She tells her, there are only 2 ways, either ask your parents for money or do a part-time job. Hearing this, Gui goes to her mom and holds out her hand to ask for money, but mom refuses, saying, I just gave you pocket money a while ago. So Gui understands that this won't work. The next day is shown where all the students are looking at the exam board in surprise and saying how Momo got so many marks. Just then, Heilan comes here and is shocked to see that this time rank 1 is not his, but Gui's. So he says to himself, how is this possible? And now because of this girl, I won't be able to go paragliding either. A scene is shown where Gui has a banner. In the next scene, it is shown that Gui is letting everyone in after checking their tickets. Actually, she is working at a movie theater. So Heilan was making faces looking at Gui. His friend says, she must have come here because of you. Heilan says, yes, I know. In the next scene, we are shown a thief who was stealing wallets from girls' bags. Heilan also sees all this, so he immediately tried to catch the thief, but the thief pushes Heilan and runs away from there. Gui had also seen everything, so she goes to help Hylan. Using her superpowers, she comes down and directly punches the thief, knocking him down, due to which Hylan catches the thief. Then the theater manager praises both of them and gives them some money as a reward, which makes Gui happy. In the next scene, it is shown that when Gui is returning home, Mr. Choi's car is parked there again. So Gui, annoyed, goes to Mr. Choi and asks, "When will you stop following me?" He says, "Why do you feel that I am coming here because of you? I mean, I could have some other work too." Just then, Yu-chain also comes there and asks Mr. Choi, "Is there any problem that you are talking to my younger sister?" Mr. Choi makes an excuse and leaves from there. Then Yu-chain warns Gui not to talk to such strangers. In the next scene, we see that the theater manager is telling both of them, "Today after the movie, a boy is going to propose to his girlfriend, so you two should see to all the arrangements." Both agree. Then, as the movie ends, a boy comes and starts proposing to his girlfriend in front of everyone. But Hylan, instead of shining the light on the girlfriend, shines it on Gui, which makes everyone think that she is being proposed to. So everyone starts shouting and forcing Gui to say yes. Then that girl comes and starts hitting Gui. Hylan is laughing loudly seeing this whole scene. Just then, the girl who was supposed to be proposed to starts crying. Seeing all this, Hylan realizes his mistake. In the next scene, the manager scolds Hylan a lot. He says, "I was just joking." The manager started explaining, "Jokes are not made at such moments and you have no idea how much our theater's reputation has been damaged because of what you did." Well, now in the next scene, we see that when Jinjing found out about this whole thing, she says, "It's Hylan's fault." And then she starts telling Gui, a proposal is very important for a girl, a memory she always remembers, but that poor girl's memory itself has been ruined. Because of this, Gui meets Hylan and tells him, "You should apologize to that girl." Gui says, "The girl was so hurt. Now whenever she remembers her good memory, she will curse you every time." Then Hylan thinks that Gui is right, that he hurt that girl very badly. So the next day, he meets both of them and starts apologizing. He also gives them 2 weeks of international trip tickets, so both of them become happy. Then Gui praises Hylan. "You did a very good job today." Hylan is shocked. Did she really praise me? In the next scene, when Hylan is at his part-time job, he sees a little boy with Gui. He asks about him, and Gui tells him he is lost, so we should wait here for his parents to come. Then in the next scene, it is shown that Hylan and Gui both enjoy a lot with the child. But when it gets very late and the parents still haven't come, Hylan says to inform the police. Gui comes out and tries to find the little boy's parents with her power. Then she sees the parents who were fighting with each other and blaming each other for the child being lost. Then Hylan and she go and give the baby to the parents. The baby's father thanks Hylan and Gui. Then, while going back, Hylan hears how they are both fighting with each other again, that too, in front of the baby. So the baby starts crying even louder. Hylan gets very angry, so he scolds both of them and says, "When you both are not capable of handling the baby, why did you become parents? Have you ever thought how scared the baby is because of your fighting? And when he grows up, he will always remember the bad memories you both created." Then, both of them become quiet. There, for the first time, Gui is impressed with Hylan, thinking he is sensible. At night, it is shown that both are talking, where Hylan says, "I will never become a father who makes his child feel lonely." Then he says, "Forget it, you won't understand what loneliness is." Gui says, "No, I know," and then starts explaining, "It feels very strange where everyone is completely different from you with whom you want to talk openly about yourself but can't. But you have to live among those people by being like them, so I can understand the meaning of loneliness." Then we are shown that as soon as Gui comes home, Yu-chain starts annoying her for no reason to record Gui this time. Gui gets very angry, so using her power, she again hits Yu-chain hard on the head and makes him unconscious. In the next scene, Yu-chain is very badly shocked, seeing Gui using her power in the camera recording. So he starts saying in surprise, "Is some movie shooting going on here? I mean, is some drama going on here? How is this possible?" Yu-chain gets a very big shock knowing that his sister has superpowers. Then at night, he gets ready by wearing many dresses. As soon as Gui comes home, he asks her if she believes in superpowers. Gui is shocked to hear his words. Then she tells him that she doesn't have time to listen to his nonsense. Yu-chain says, "You are not Momo. Tell me where my sister is." Then he shows Gui the video in which she had made Yu-chain unconscious with her power. Gui gets a little worried that he has found out her truth. Yu-chain says, "What will you do now? Will you kill me again?" Gui, using her power, burns that pen drive and then, pressing Yu-chain's foot with her foot, says, "I can kill anyone easily. You can tell my truth to whomever you want. No one will believe you." In the next scene, we see a man telling a girl, Laura, who is a fighter, "Mr. Choi is keeping an eye on a girl. I have observed this girl in military training. She has a lot of power." Now Laura tells this man, "Bring me all the information about this girl. Mr. Choi doesn't follow someone just like that. There must be something." In the next scene, we see all the girls practicing at school. The teacher says that if we want to win the competition, we will have to add a jump performance at the end. The teacher asks Amy to jump, but Amy refuses to jump. saying that she finds this work risky. So the teacher asks Guy to do it. When Guy shows the jump, the teacher is impressed with her, but Amy is in a bad state with anger. In the next scene, Jinjing tells Gui about an actress, Yuting. This is my favorite star. If you ever meet her, introduce me to her too. Gui agrees. In the next scene, Yuchain tells Gui, from today, I will keep your secret hidden and will obey all your words. In the next scene, the teacher scolds Amy for something, so Amy's mood is off. That's why she doesn't perform well. So the teacher removes her from the leader's post and gives that post to Gui, which makes Amy hurt. And she goes out and starts crying. Just then, Halan comes and comforts her. Then at night at the job, he tells Gui to step down from the leader's position because it is not as important for you as it is for Amy. But Gui says that the teacher has removed her from the leader's position because of her attitude, not because of me, so I can't refuse the teacher. In the next scene, Jinjing's favorite artist, Yuting, has come to Gui's club. Everyone welcomes her. Later, Gui sees Yuting's makeup artist crying in the washroom. Upon asking the reason, the girl says, "It was my dream to become Yuting's makeup artist, but upon getting close to her, I found out that she doesn't even consider anyone else a human being. Her behavior with employees is very bad." Now, hearing this, Gui gets very angry at Yuting. She picks up Yuting's photo and goes to her room where she was discussing something with Halen. Gui goes there and throws the picture hard on the ground. Just then, Yuting's bodyguard, who is Laura, starts fighting with Gui. Then upon asking, Gui says, the girl in the photo, whom everyone considers their ideal, is completely different in reality. What do you get by being good in front of the world? Just then, that makeup artist comes and starts speaking ill of Gui, saying that she's crazy, get her out of here. Yuting says to call the police, but Hailan calms her down and takes Gui from there. In the next scene, the manager fires Gui from the job. There is a lot of pressure on me because of you. When Gui comes out, Hailan gives her a flower, saying, you deserve this. In the next scene, Yuchain shows Gui a spaceship toy. I liked this a lot, so I saved to buy it. Gui likes it a lot, so she tells Yuchain, now this is mine, and then keeps that spaceship carefully in her room. In the next scene, when Gui and Yuchain come home, they are shocked to see Mr. Choi there as a guest. We find out that Mr. Choi has come to make a business deal with their parents. Yuchain was very angry, but Gui stops him. Then Gui talks to Yuchain alone that she wants to know Mr. Choi's plan. Then the dinner scene is shown where Yuchain, looking at Mr. Choi angrily, says that one should not trust strangers. Then Gui asks Mr. Choi where his store is where he will sell the dresses made by our parents. Mr. Choi tells a fake address and says that he mostly works online. Then Gui's mom asks Mr. Choi about his children. He says no, he didn't get married because of work. Gui says, yes, his business is so big that he has to keep an eye on others' children. Hearing this, Mr. Choi makes an excuse of work and leaves from there. In the next scene, Guy thinks what Mr. Choi's next step will be and what she should do now. Then we see Mr. Choi's assistant taking an important device to the lab. He feels as if someone has passed in front of him, so he gets out of the car to check, but there was no one there. He looks at the device in the car, and it is also there. In the next scene, we see Yuchain getting a lot of scolding for buying that spaceship. His dad says, why did you waste so much money? Yuchain also gets angry, so he leaves the house. When Gui goes to stop him, he says, I have to hide your secret from everyone, but you didn't do well by telling Dad about it. Gui explains to him that she didn't tell them anything, but Yuchain leaves without listening to her. Just then, someone hits Gui with a stick and makes her unconscious. In the next scene, Yuchain is singing at his friend's internet cafe. Just then, some gangsters come and start bullying his friend. Yuchain gets angry, so he starts fighting with them. His friend tries to stop him. Then they warn Yuchain that now you won't survive and leave from there. His friend says that these people are very dangerous. You should stay at your home for a few days now. But Yuchain tells him that he can't go home. In the next scene, when Gui regains consciousness, she sees Mr. Choi in front of her. He has kidnapped Gui and locked her up. Guy says, our planet has always helped the people of other planets while you are killing us. My planet saved Earth in difficulty, but I am very sad to see your behavior like this. Anyway, you think you can defeat me? Mr. Choi says, you are not the first one who will die at my hands. Gui says, this is your mistake that you have considered me like other aliens. Mr. Choi asks his assistant to bring the device that controls aliens. But when the box is opened, the device was not in it. That is, that day, Gui had very cleverly taken the device from the assistant's car. Now Guy says, didn't I tell you it's not easy to catch me? And opens her hands and feet. The assistant runs away from there, but Guy catches Choi and makes him unconscious and deletes his memory. When you wake up, you will not remember anything, and then copies all the data from Mr. Choi's laptop. In the next scene, Guy gets a call at school from Yuchain's friend. He tells her that some people have taken Yuchain away. You should tell your parents. There we see Yu-chain surrounded by those gangsters. They are beating him. There, Gui, with her power, starts to find out about Yu-chain, and then goes there and saves Yu-chain and fights well with those gangsters. After this, we see the school scene where a competition is happening. Gui's team's performance time is about to come, so the teacher is asking about Gui. Just then, Gui reaches there. Then there, Gui performs very well, and at the end, when Gui jumps, everyone starts clapping, seeing her. Yu-chain and Hailan also smile, seeing her. Then we see that Gui's team wins this competition. Amy, seeing Hailan, thinks he has come to see her, but she notices that Hailan is looking at Gui, so she gets jealous. In the next scene, when Gui goes home, her parents and Yu-chain celebrate her victory and also cut a cake. Seeing all this, Gui becomes happy. There, Mr. Choi is shown, who, after regaining consciousness, has forgotten everything, so he starts asking about his assistant, but he has run away from there. He calls him, but his number was off. In the next scene, Gui gets a part-time job offer in a club where fighting is taught. So Gui goes there and meets Laura. She says that she has come to become an instructor here. Laura says, "Then you will have to fight with me." After this, both of them come into the ring and start fighting. Gui is fighting very well with Laura, so Laura is impressed with her and says that your job here is confirmed. In the next scene, we see that Yu-chain also takes admission in Gui's school, so the girls are very impressed with his personality. In the next scene, the teacher asks Gui to participate in an exchange program so that you can go there and study. Guy first refuses, saying that she doesn't want to leave her parents, but the teacher tells her that the students who go there will also get advanced technology laptops. Hearing this, Gui tells the teacher to add her name to the list as well. The teacher becomes happy. On the other side, Hailan also convinces his dad to let him go. In the next scene, we see Amy, to whom Hailan comes and gives ice cream. Then he tells her he has convinced Dad to let him go to the US. Amy says, "This year only one student is going to the US. You have a rich father. Momo has suddenly become a study machine, so I won't be able to go." Hailan asks, "If there is a competition between us, will you not consider me a friend?" Amy replies, "People who are not on the same level can never be friends." Hailan asks, "Did you always consider me a competitor from the beginning? That's why you studied with me?" Amy says, "My mom is an employee. I can't put any burden on her, so I will snatch every opportunity that will brighten my future." In the next scene, Hailan gets the exam papers before the exam, and he gives those exam papers to Amy. Amy, shocked, asks, "What is all this?" Hailan explains, "These are tomorrow's exam papers." Amy is even more shocked. The next day, when the students are standing to take the exam, an announcement is made that the papers are being changed because Hailan had stolen the papers. Hailan is kicked out of the exam. Everyone is shocked at how the school topper could do such a thing. Amy stands there quietly. Hailan is shocked, not because he was caught, but because his secret was revealed by Amy. Hailan's father angrily comes to the school and talks to Hailan. Hailan says, "This was not the first time I stole papers. I always used to steal them." Everyone is even more shocked. Hailan tells his dad, "You used to force me to get rank 1. I did all this for your satisfaction." The father angrily slaps Hailan. After that, the students make fun of Hailan, saying he is a fake topper, a cheater. Hailan doesn't care. Amy also sees all this and says sorry to Hailan for telling the teacher the truth. Hailan says, "It's okay. It's not your fault. I was wrong from the beginning." Amy says people are talking about you. Hailan says, "What you did was right. I will wish that you are happy in the US," and leaves. Then the result comes. Gui comes second, Amy first. Guy says, "The last question was weird, so I wrote nonsense." Amy feels bad that Gui doesn't care. Hailan is sitting sad. Gui talks to him, says, "Everyone makes mistakes. Those who accept and move on are better." Hailan feels good. At night, Gui sees that every 3 days her mental power is decreasing by 1%, and she gets tense that she has 200 days left to go home. In the next scene, Amy is ready to go to the US. Hailan gives her a letter. Amy is shocked, says, "I didn't know you would write me a letter." Hailan says, "Forget the bad things. Be happy in the US and reply to my message." Amy rudely says, "I won't have time to talk to anyone in the US, and I don't want to be friends with you anymore. When we have to separate one day, what's the use of friendship?" Hailan is shocked. Next, we see that Hailan is very upset because Amy has left and because of her rude behavior. Then Gui comes to meet him. Hailan asks, "By the way, are you not sad that you couldn't go to the US?" Gui explains, "The reason I was planning to go to the US, I have already found a solid solution for it here, so I changed my plan to go to the US and deliberately came in second. Anyway, if I had gone to the US, I would have missed Mom, Dad, Jinjing, and Yu-chain a lot." Hailan, shocked, asks, "Wouldn't you miss me?" Gui says, "Sorry, you are not on my list." Hailan says, "Right, I am neither on your favorite person list nor on Amy's." Gui understands that Hailan is upset because of Amy, so she brings him to the boxing club and teaches him how to box. how to attack the target. Gui explains, Yu Chain says that those with whom you have a deep relationship, no matter how far they go, they definitely meet again. Heilan says, yes, we too, after being apart, will definitely meet one day. In the night scene, Heilan is going home from the boxing club when he sees a lady who looks like his mom, then she disappears. Then he asks his dad about his mom. He says, when you were 9 years old, your mom had a car accident. I became very sad, so I burned all her things. Heilan says, but there must be a photo. She is only in my memories. Dad gives him mom's photo. Heilan comes to his room and thinks, the lady I saw was like mom. Is she alive? Or am I overthinking? The next day, Gi is in the classroom when her dad comes and takes her away. Momo's mom is admitted to the hospital. Her condition is bad. Gi gets worried. She gets angry at dad for telling Momo. Mom lies that she felt dizzy. Gi understands that the matter is serious. She asks Yu Chain. He tells her that mom has a problem with her lungs, only Dr. Cha Xiao can treat her. But getting his appointment is difficult. Gui talks to Dr. Cha Xiao's secretary, who rudely cuts the call. Gui goes to mom, scans her body, and finds out that the condition is serious. If she uses 52% of her power to treat her, only 19% will be left, with which she will go into a deep sleep and may not wake up, or may not be able to go to her planet. She gets worried about what to do. Then Gui angrily goes to the National Hospital, looking for Dr. Cha Xiao. The secretary speaks rudely. Gui shows her anger and grabs Dr. Cha Xiao. In the police station scene, the officer scolds Gui. Mom apologizes to the officer and the secretary, saying that Gui did this because of my illness. Both release Gui. In the next scene, Heilan takes Gui out to cheer her up. In the museum, Gui sees old animal skeletons, which she had seen 200 million years ago. Seeing a skeleton print of a big bird, Gui gets emotional. She remembers giving her powers to Cardoshi so that they would meet again, but Cardoshi is dead. Tears come to her eyes. Heilan is worried for her. Coming out, Heilan gifts Gui a keychain with Cardoshi's photo. Gui is very happy and thanks him from the heart. Heilan keeps looking at her, realizes that he has started to like Gui. He says, first, you seemed silly to me, then an opponent, now a classmate with a unique story. Gui smiles and thanks him for the keychain. The next day, it is shown that Gui comes to Momo's mom, Miss Feng, and says, maybe I came here to save you. I know that after giving you my power, I will have very little power left, but it's okay, I will be happy to help you. When she is about to give her power to Miss Feng, Yu Chain comes there and says that there is good news. Gui gets confused about what happened. Just then, the same doctor whom Gui had threatened at the hospital comes. Actually, he is now ready to operate on Miss Feng. Hearing this, Gui becomes very happy. After the operation, Dr. Cha Xiao comes out and says that the operation was tough but finally successful. Hearing this, the three of them become very happy. Gui now meets Miss Feng after the operation. Upon scanning her body, she finds out that Miss Feng has not fully recovered. The surgery was good, but full recovery will take time. So Gui gives a little of her power to Miss Feng, which makes her open her eyes. She is very happy to see Gui and says that she was afraid she would not see her again. She tells her how important her daughter is to her. Hearing this, Gui feels good. In the next scene, it is shown that when Gui was alone at school, someone gives her a letter. The letter said, "Meet me outside," which makes Gui happy. Gui is shown in a van. Next to her was Laura. She explains that from the beginning until now, we were testing you. The boxing club was also created to test people. We work for a secret agency that is for the good of the people. When she is about to reveal the mission's name, Guy says District 7. Laura is shocked. How do you know about this? Guy remembers that in the beginning she had heard Laura talking about District 7 with her friend. Laura says that she wants to add her to District 7. Guy says, okay, but I have 3 conditions. First, I want to know more about District 7. Second, I don't like to be ordered. I will not follow anyone's command. Third, I want to see the company's secret server room. Laura agrees, and Gui signs the contract and joins District 7. Then Laura takes Gui to show her the secret room. Gui finds the place very different. Security is tight. Laura shows the main system where a person named Alex was working. He was so busy that he didn't even look at Gui. Gui says that you are making a mistake and shows Alex how to correct his mistake. Alex is shocked that what he couldn't do in a month, Guy did in minutes. Laura laughs that now you should start getting shocked because Guy is very special. Guy comes to the side and checks the system with her power and is shocked that this planet has so much speed. When Laura comes, Guy thinks to herself that she will come back at night and complete her work. The scene changes. Heilan is at his part-time job. There, he sees someone who looks like his mom. He gets worried and quickly goes to them. But before the door opens, there is no one there. He thinks, Was this also a delusion? In the next scene, Gui goes to the secret room at night, opens the door with her power, and is happy to see the system that no one is there. She tries to contact her planet with her power, but there is no contact. Alarms start ringing because international hackers had attacked. Alex gets worried. Laura also comes, and seeing Gui asks what she is doing there. The hackers are so many that the situation is not being handled. They think of destroying the files, but Gui stops them and removes the hackers with her power. Alex and Laura are shocked. The files are saved, but due to using too much power, she faints. The next morning, Laura gives Gui an award for saving them from the hackers. Guy thanks her in a funny way. Alex asks what she was doing with the system. Gui says, "I have some secrets too, just like District 7. Laura remains silent. In the next scene, Laura alerts everyone that there is a party where everyone needs to be watched. Guy becomes suspicious of a boy in a hoodie and follows him. The boy enters the mansion as if he knows everything. When the boy tries to open the door, Guy grabs his hand and asks, "Who are you?" The boy says, "Momo, is that you?" Gui, shocked, asks what he is doing there. Hyland says, "Can't I roam in my own house at night?" Gui is even more shocked. "Is this mansion your house?" Then we see Gui in Hyland's secret room, where she gets a call from Laura, to whom Gui tells everything. Laura says that you should stay there and take care of Mr. Halan. Halan tells Gui that this party was organized by my dad, and the security team was also called by him. He says, "Come, I will show you my secret room properly." Gui likes Halan's space wall a lot. Halan says that he likes space a lot. "You like space too, right?" Meaning our choices are the same. "I like to know about the universe." When he starts working on his computer, Gui is shocked to see Hyland's new computer. "Where did you get this from? It's not in the market." Hyland says that this is not a normal computer. It's one of the best computers in the world. Gui smiles, and on the pretext of getting water, sends Hyland from there and checks the speed of his computer with her power, which was indeed very fast. So Gui becomes even happier that this will be useful for her. Then she asks Hyland if she can come to use it sometimes. Hyland says, "Yes, of course, but don't tell anyone else about my secret place, because you are different. I can give you permission, because you are my close friend." Hearing this, Gui smiles. In the next scene, Gui was drawing a picture of Kardoshi in her class. Hyland says that your hobbies are different from other girls. Gui says, "Yes, because I myself am different from everyone. Leave it. You won't understand my words." Hyland, showing a movie, asks if she has seen the classic movie E.T. Gui asks which movie this is. Hyland is shocked. Then, Hyland and Gui are crying while watching the E.T. movie. This is an alien movie in which, in the end, the alien leaves his human friend and goes from Earth. So Gui cries a lot seeing this scene. Hyland says, "You are crying, please don't cry," and starts to comfort Gui. Gui says that if I were in this alien's place, I would never leave such a good friend because I don't like to see my loved ones in pain. Hyland starts to fall in love with Gui. He can't control himself and kisses Gui. Gui is shocked and asks what he did. Hyland gets nervous and says nothing. "You were sad, so I kissed you for comfort." Gui says, "Oh, is that so?" In the next scene, when she comes home, Yuchain is lying down sad. Gui asks him what happened, why he is so sad. Yuchain says that he is very disappointed with himself. Yuchain says that his Thunder team has been disbanded. He had tried so hard to win the online gaming championship, but he lost. Gui feels bad for Yuchain. She goes to him and kisses him on the forehead. Yuchain is shocked and asks what she is doing. Gui says she is comforting him. He asks who taught her these things, that kissing provides comfort. She tells him Hyland's name. The next day, Hyland is playing with a ball. Yuchain comes in anger and says, "How can you take advantage of my innocent sister's innocence? How did you kiss her?" Hyland says that he likes his sister, Momo. Yuchain says, "That's it. Don't say anything more. I don't want my sister to get involved with a person like you." Hyland says he kissed her, but didn't do anything more. Yuchain warns him to stay away from his sister. Hyland stops him and says not to tell Momo that he likes her. In the next scene, Hyland sits next to Gui and is about to apologize for the kiss, but Gui asks him for homework. Hyland gives the homework, but as soon as their hands touch, he pulls his hand back. Gui asks if she is getting an electric shock that he is doing this. Hyland says no, it's nothing like that, but as long as he sits with Gui, he looks nervous because he is now attracted to Gui. As soon as the bell rings, he quickly leaves from there. At night, when he comes home, he finds out that Gui is already there and is using his computer. Hyland asks how she knows his computer password. Gui remembers that she got the password with her power, but she tells Hyland that she tried 300 times to get the password, which is Kardoshi. "Do you also like Kardoshi?" Hyland says yes. "When you told the details of Kardoshi in the museum, I found him cool." In the next scene, Yuchain takes Gui to an internet cafe and says that he is playing a game, and she can go and play in the play zone. Gui sees Yuchain's spaceship game and wants to play. Yu-chain refuses, saying that she won't be able to play this game. It's very hard. But Gui creates her ID. Yu-chain says not to use her real name. Gui uses her planet nickname, Abu, and starts playing the game. After a while, Yu-chain and his friends get worried because some unknown ID has started attacking them. That ID is beating them badly and defeats everyone in 2 minutes. Then, Yu-chain's suspicion falls on Gui. He is shocked to see her username, Abu, and shouts that the pro player is my sister. She defeated you all in a minute. Yu-chain is very happy. You are the angel of my life. Please join my Thunder team. Only you can make us win the championship. Guy says, if I join the team, I will be the commander. Yu-chain agrees. In the next scene, Hailan is non-stop thinking about Gui. How Gui was singing while listening to a song. I secretly recorded her video. She didn't even know because her eyes were closed. She was looking so cute and funny. I don't know how I am getting so attracted to her. The waitress comes and asks if he doesn't want to order anything. Hailan says sorry and orders noodles. Next, we see that Yu-chain is very happy because they are now winning all the online battles non-stop. After this, when they were both going home, Yu-chain praised Gui non-stop that you are really amazing. Then it is shown that Yu-chain comes to Gui and tells her that her user ID has appeared in a magazine, meaning she has now become a big player. Gui is happy to see all this, but just then, Hailan, who had heard their conversation, comes to Gui and asks if she has started playing games, and starts scolding Yu-chain that you yourself don't study and don't let your sister study either. Yu-chain says that it's none of your business. Why are you getting in the middle? My sister is free after school, so she plays games. But Hailan doesn't agree. The fight between them escalates. Then both decide to have a noodle competition. Whoever wins, his point will be accepted. Both started eating noodles quickly. In the beginning, everything was fine. Both were finishing their bowls comfortably, but slowly both's conditions started to deteriorate. Now both were not able to eat. Yu-chain still tells the waitress to bring more noodles. We will eat more. Gui quickly comes to the waitress and refuses to bring anything. Yu-chain was about to lose. Hailan says that now Gui will not play games with you. Energy comes into Yu-chain, and he starts eating noodles fast, saying that I can do anything for my sister. Hailan is shocked and says, okay, you win, I lose, you two can play games. Yu-chain is very happy that finally he has won, but his health deteriorates and he starts to throw up the noodles. In the next scene, Hailan is in the internet cafe. Yu-chain, shocked, says that today we defeated the team that had never lost, meaning now our team has become super famous. Gui also praises Hailan that he is a good player, so he should join the Thunder team. Hailan refuses, saying sorry, I don't have time, and leaves from there. Gui says that if Hailan doesn't come into the team, it will be difficult to win the championship, and then leaves from there. In the next scene, Hailan and Gui are going home together. Hailan, in the course of conversation, says that I know you are trying to sing but can't. Gui asks how he knows. Hailan teases her. Gui grabs his collar and looks at him carefully. Hailan is shocked, then shows her the same video when Gui was trying to sing with her eyes closed. Gui feels embarrassed. In the next scene, Mr. Choi's assistant is shown, who now works as a waiter. Mr. Choi sees him and says that I have found you. The assistant gets worried. Mr. Choi says, did you do a PhD to become a waiter? The assistant non-stop apologizes. Please forgive me. I ran away in fear. Mr. Choi says, you know all my secrets, then how did you disappear without telling me? Taking my important device. The assistant explains that he was really scared. He ran to save his life. The device is not with him. Momo took it. Mr. Choi, in shock, asks, who Momo? The assistant says how you can forget Momo and tells him everything about Gui. The next day, Yu-chain comes to meet Hailan and tries to convince him to join the team. But Hailan doesn't agree, saying, no matter how much you try, I will not come with you. After school, he tells his best friend that Hailan is rude, thinks of himself as a hero, and has refused to join the team. The friend says that Hailan has already come here. Hailan says that he has joined all this for Momo. Yu-chain is happy that now our team has become super strong. In the next scene, Hailan, Yu-chain, and Gui are standing in front of the principal. They were all worried about why the principal had called them. The principal asks why they are so scared. I have always supported students in things other than studies as well. Your gaming team's name is appearing in magazines. If you win the championship, it will bring glory to the school. Hearing this, the four of them are very happy that the principal is really supporting them. But the principal says that Yu-chain now has to be among the top 100 students. In the next scene, we see that Yu-chain comes to Hailan and asks for help. Can you be my tutor? Hailan agrees. Then now, we are shown the three of them studying together, meaning along with Hailan, Gui is also helping Yu-chain with his studies. Both of them teach Yu-chain together and start spending the whole day together and also enjoy along with studying, due to which the friendship of the three of them becomes even deeper now. Yu-chain also slowly and finally improves his marks. When his parents found out about this, they were also terribly shocked to see this. In the next scene, we are shown that Laura, showing Gui's gaming profile, says, "You have become super famous these days, which is not right because people from the district have to hide their identity from everyone." Then Guy thinks something and then says, "Okay, just let me win the championship once. After that, I will stop playing games in front of everyone." Then Laura becomes happy. In the next scene, we are shown that today is finally the day when the top two teams are going to compete with each other. Many people have come to watch this battle. And then now the first team is shown, whose leader's name is Tank, who is also a researcher. The other team is the Thunder team. All the members of Thunder take their respective positions. Then it is shown how the Thunder team has a very big spaceship, which they have to protect from the enemy. Tank's team attacks them non-stop because they have to break the spaceship. Gui was commanding everyone in different ways, meaning she creates such a situation that Tank started to think that these people don't know how to play, meaning they will easily lose. In between this, Yu-Chain's friend loses. They were just losing. But when the right time came and Gui felt that it was right to attack now, then she tells her team to attack fast, due to which people from Tank's team start dying one by one. And then finally, Gui defeats Tank. The public starts shouting Gui's user ID's name, ABU. You are the best. We are very big fans of this girl. Now it was time to receive the trophy. Before which Tank's team, after shaking hands with them and saying, "Congratulations," leaves from there. Then finally they are given the trophy, which they all look very happy to receive, especially Yu-Chain because his dream has come true. Then, while leaving from there, Hylan calls Gui Abu. Gui is shocked to hear her planet's nickname. Then Hylan comes and says that the meaning of your user ID is not ABU, it's ABU, right? Then Gui says with surprise that someone has called me by my nickname after a very long time. Then Hylan also started telling that his nickname also used to be Chain Chain, which only his mom used to call him. And now, since she has gone from this world, no one calls him by this name. In the next scene, after placing the trophy, Gui records a video and says that this is my third trophy on Earth, but now I should stop revealing myself because it is not right for me to live in front of the world being perfect like this. And then she talks about Hylan, that the way Hylan called my name today, I felt as if I was about to tell Hylan my truth, emotionally, that I have come from another planet. But thank God I didn't do anything like that. But maybe one day I will have to tell Hylan the truth that I am going to leave Earth because he is my good friend. In the next scene, we see that Jinjing is forcing Gui to participate in the singing festival, telling her, "You are the best in everything, so you will sing easily too." But Gui is clearly refusing, saying, "I admit I am good at everything, but I am not good at singing at all, so please don't force me." But Jinjing doesn't agree. "Just try it. I am sure you will do this too." Then we see Jinjing has brought Gui for singing practice, but Gui was singing so badly that Jinjing is also left shocked. So coming out, she says, "You really can't sing, but the whole school wants you to sing." Then Gui said that I was already telling you that this work cannot be done by me. Then Jinjing says that no, I will teach you singing. In the next scene, Hylan sees a lady in the car, his mom, whom he had already seen twice. So Hylan tried to stop the car by running because he has understood that this is his mom. Just then, something comes in front of the car, due to which the car finally stopped and Hylan caught his mom, meaning Hylan's mom is alive, who, seeing Hylan, started calling him by his nickname, Chain Chain. Then we see that both of them are sitting together, where Hylan gets angry that this means Dad and you both lied to me. Am I a toy that you both were playing with me? Then Mother says that she wanted to meet him, but his dad would never let her meet him. He forcibly sent me away from you to the US. I tried a lot to take you with me to the US, but you know your father, how stubborn he is. And then she apologizes. Yes, really, it's all my fault. Please forgive me. Hylan doesn't give any answer, but just listens to all his mom's words in surprise and thinks that all these things can be true, because Hylan's father has been very strict from the beginning. So he then gets tired and sits down. Mom started telling further that she has missed Hylan every single day, every single hour. But Hylan's father did not feel any pity for them at all. He used to try his best to keep them away from Hylan. Then Hylan gets very angry at his dad, hearing all these things. Then we are shown Hylan's father, who is reading Hylan's letter, in which Hylan has written, "When I was 9 years old, then you separated me from my mom. But now I am 17 years old, so I can decide for myself where and with whom I have to live, meaning I am going to live with Mom. Please don't try to stop me." Then after reading this letter, Hylan's father gets worried. On the other side, Jinjing calls her cousin for song practice. Gui tries her best with both of them to sing, but she was not able to soften her voice, due to which she has to practice for a very long time. In the next scene, Hylan tells Gui about his mom. "I have finally found my mom and now I am living with her." Then Gui is happy for Hylan and asks, "When she met you for the first time, how did you feel? And are you comfortable with her now?" Then Hylan said that yes, when Mom met me, it was a big shock for me. I was also very angry with her. But when I started living with her, in the beginning, everything felt awkward. But now slowly we are both getting comfortable with each other. In the next scene, we are shown Hylan in front of his father. He asks him to come back home. Hylan gets angry. Which home? The one that is full of lies. Then father gets very angry. How dare you talk like your mom? Then Hylan says a lot of things. You have been rude to mom and also rude to me from the beginning, whereas a father should live with love. Hylan's father started reminding Hylan, if it wasn't for my will, your mom would never have been able to go to the US easily nor live there. Also, I have raised you from the beginning, so how can you be so rude to me? Then Hylan calmed down and then said to his dad, Dad, thank you very much for fulfilling my needs since childhood, but now I want to live with mom too, so please don't stop me. And then, saying bye to them, he leaves from there. The next day, we see the music festival, where Mr. Choi and his assistant have come. When Gui, scared, comes on stage and starts singing, no one likes Gui's singing, so Gui, worried, stops singing. Then she tells everyone that she already knew this was going to happen, but my best friend Jin Jing had worked very hard on me, so I came here for her. And then she tells everyone how special Jin Jing is to her. Then Jin Jing gets emotional, and before Gui could leave from there, Hylan comes and starts singing a song in front of everyone, meaning in a way he is encouraging Gui. Both get lost in their own world. Hylan was very happy, and Gui also looked very happy. Then, getting off the stage, Gui thanks Hylan for supporting her. Then Hylan says that we are friends, so there is no need for thanks. But on the other side, Mr. Choi's assistant comes to mess with the electricity. On the stage, Yu Chain has now come. He was singing a hip-hop song with full confidence, which everyone was enjoying a lot. Just then, the light goes out there. Everyone gets worried. What has happened? Mr. Choi had brought a device with him. He uses it on the roof, and a deep crack appears there. Gui sees the situation outside with her power, where she also sees Mr. Choi. Gui also comes in front of Mr. Choi, seeing which he smiles and attacks Gui. Gui has to use a lot of her power. Mr. Choi was also not able to control so much power, but still, he puts his all into it, due to which Gui falls far away. But for a few seconds, she damages Mr. Choi's device. Hylan sees Gui, how a light is about to fall on Gui. So he moves Gui from that light and comes to that place himself. But before the light could fall on Hylan, Gui stops the light with her power, due to which the light of her power also goes into Hylan's eyes, so he is unable to see for a while. When Gui checks, she finds out that she has very little power left. But just then, Mr. Choi reactivates his device, and just as he is about to attack Gui again, Gui gets up and attacks them with her total power so forcefully that they fall far away. Gui has also fallen down now, because only 1% power is left. Hylan, who cannot see anything, just keeps saying, Guy, please run away from here. Save your life. Don't worry about me. But Guy was not even able to speak now because she knows that this is my end, and I am going to go into a deep sleep again. So she starts remembering all those good memories related to Hylan, when she first met Hylan, then how they both used to fight with each other, but slowly they became friends, and now there was such a good friendship between them that they both took care of each other. Tears had come into Gui's eyes, and then, remembering all these things, she closes her eyes, meaning Gui has once again gone into a deep sleep. Her hand mark had also turned red, and now the mental power is shown, which has gone from 29 directly to 0. Then we see the hospital scene where Guy is being taken. Then it is told that she has gone into a coma. In the next scene, it is shown that Hylan's eyes are still having a little trouble. Then we are shown Laura, whose friend tells her that Mr. Choi must have done something to Momo because he was the one who went inside the school as an electrician. We are looking for Mr. Choi, but he has disappeared from everywhere, meaning he is neither in his lab nor at his home. Then Laura says, you should keep an eye on the airport and all the stations. We have to find him. Then she asks the doctor about Momo's condition. Then Yu Chain, hearing Momo's name, stops there and starts listening to their conversation. The doctor says that this is a very strange case, meaning I have never seen such a patient before who has no injuries, yet she is in a coma, as if she is in a deep sleep. Then this matter also seems very strange to Laura, that when there are no injuries, then why is she in a coma? Just then, she starts remembering the day when Gui had fainted, and even then it seemed as if she had gone into a deep sleep. Then Yu Chain stops Laura and asks who she is and how she knows his sister. Then she says that this matter doesn't matter, but what matters is that I am also worried about Momo, and I want her to come out of the coma as soon as possible. And then she leaves from there. On the other side, Hylan's father gets a call from Tank, who lost the game to Gui. He shows him a stone and says, Boss, finally we have found the stone that we were looking for a long time. Actually, this stone is the same one from which Gui had come into Momo's body. Next, we are shown Hylan, who comes to Gui and talks to her. When will you wake up from your sleep? Do you even know how worried I am for you? Just then, Yu-chain comes there and pushes Hylan away from Gui, saying, I am warning you that from now on you will stay away from my sister because I know that her condition is because of saving you. Actually, Yu-chain already knows that whoever is in Momo's body has superpowers, and as Hylan had told everyone that the light stopped just before falling on him. So Yu-chain has understood from these things that Gui's condition must also be because of saving Hylan. Then we are shown Mr. Choi, who, as soon as he regained consciousness, did not understand anything about what place this is. Just then, Tank comes to him and says hello to Mr. Choi. Mr. Choi asks who he is and what he wants from him, because a lot of his lab's equipment is also present here. Then Tank says that you should be patient, very soon our boss will talk to you, but if you want to go, you can go. Hearing this, Mr. Choi starts to leave from here, and as soon as he opens the outer door, sunlight falls on his body, due to which his body starts to burn. So he immediately steps back and starts writhing in pain, wondering what is happening to him, meaning why is his body burning from the sun? Then Tank starts to say that even we don't understand what is happening to you. And then, opening the door, he started saying that if you want to get well, you will have to follow our orders. Next, we are shown a scene from 3 years later in medical school, where Hylan and Lifeng are now both medical students and are listening to the teacher. In the next scene, Hylan met his father, who is asking if he is even interested in medical or if he has just chosen this line like that. The father, in the course of conversation, started asking, by the way, what happened to your classmate who was in a coma? Hylan says that no, she has not woken up from the coma yet. In the next scene, we see the research lab where the same stone is kept. Tank is studying it. After studying the stone for so long, he has at least found out that this stone is not from Earth, but has come to Earth from somewhere else. On the other side, we see Hylan, whose father calls him and says to come home early because he wants to introduce him to a guest. Hylan agreed, okay dad, I will come. Then we see Hylan at his father's house, where Mr. Lee introduces him to Amy, seeing whom Hylan is surprised. Amy looked happy to meet Hylan after so long. Mr. Lee says that his company is hiring new people. Amy said that she has come to do a case study but will go back to the US after a few months. Mr. Lee said, by the way, you two were classmates, right? So you talk, I have some work. And then leaves from here, after which they both come inside the house where Amy says that when she was in the US, she missed her friends a lot. In the next scene, Amy meets Tank because she is going to work with Tank now, so both started talking about work. There, Yu-chain, who was sitting with Gui and completing his assignment, his laptop breaks down, so he told Gui that, sorry, I have to go to complete the assignment, but I am sending Hylan here to take care of you. And when he left, we are shown an alien, Danthoris, who comes to Gui's room as a doctor and injects something into Gui's hand, saying, sorry, you have to come with me. Danthoris puts Gui in a wheelchair and hides her face with a cap. And when he was taking Gui with him from the hospital, Hylan passes right by Gui. But he had no idea that this was none other than Gui. And then as soon as Hylan comes to Guy's room, he is terribly shocked to see Gui missing, wondering where Gui has gone. So he remembers that the girl who just passed by me was Gui. So he immediately runs to find Gui. Danthoris is about to take Gui, but just then Hylan comes there. He gets scared and runs away, leaving Gui there because he cannot use his power in front of Hylan. Hylan breathed a sigh of relief after saving Gui, so he started saying, I was about to lose you, but thank God I saved you. Then, in the next scene, Hylan tells Yu-chain that he doesn't understand why someone would kidnap a girl who has been in a coma for 3 years. Do people want to kidnap Gui to do research on her? Then Yu-chain becomes a little quiet. In the next scene, we are shown Tank, who is about to conduct an electric test on the stone. And then when the whole team starts giving various dangerous electric shocks to the stone. Because of this, Danthoris' condition becomes very bad, meaning he writhes in pain. There, Gui, who was in the hospital, opens her eyes and starts writhing in pain, meaning her condition also becomes very bad. Danthoris, while tracking, comes outside the experiment lab, thinking something is definitely happening here. There, Tank, who has given many kinds of electric shocks to the stone, but still not a single result is coming, so the test is stopped. And as soon as the test stops, all of Danthoris' pain disappears. Tank now tells his team, whoever activates this stone and shows it, I will give him a very big reward. The security guard likes the reward part a lot. After this, we see Tank, who is entering the password for the stone room. The security guard secretly sees the password, so after everyone leaves, he said that if I solve the mystery of this stone, my life will change. In the next scene, we see the guard who, after entering the password, comes to the stone and, to activate the stone, puts his blood on it by cutting his finger. A lot of blood came onto the stone. Just then, the blood disappears from the stone, and movement also starts on the stone. The guard was very happy that finally, he has done it. Now he will definitely get a reward. When he picks up the stone and starts getting happy, just then all the alarms start ringing. And the range of this stone was so much that even the District 7 people found out that something is wrong. so they all sat and started trying to track that range. There, Danthoris's condition once again starts to deteriorate. Just then, that stone sticks badly to the guard's hand. And because of that, the poor guard suffered a lot, meaning the guard, out of pain, shouting loudly, falls down. The stone's range has also ended now, but still, the District 7 people had found out from which research lab this range was coming. In the next scene, Mr. Lee comes to the lab and finds out that the poor guard had died. Tank started telling that all the blood from the guard's body had disappeared. Only skin, bones, and organs were left. Also, from the CCTV camera, it was found that the guard had put his blood on the stone. Then he was in pain for a full 5 minutes and died in agony. Then Hylan's father says in surprise, this means if the stone gets blood, it remains active for 5 minutes in exchange for a human's life. Then Tank becomes quiet because he knows that now Mr. Lee can start doing wrong things, so he tries to stop him in the course of conversation. Then Mr. Lee also warns all the people present there, no one will leak this information outside that how this guard died. If anyone tells anyone anything, it will not be good. In the next scene, we see Gui, who was still in a coma. But suddenly, due to the stone being activated, something in her hand got activated, due to which her eyes opened, meaning Gui has finally woken up from the coma, and she starts seeing all the memories of 3 years, how everyone had taken care of her, worried about her, and all the people were with her. Also, the last time how she had fainted due to Mr. Choi's attack, she remembers everything. Gui looked at her hand and found out that her mental power is refilling on its own. She scans her full system and finds out that she was also completely fine. Then we see Hylan running, because he is happy to know that finally Gui has come out of the coma. He comes to Gui and hugs her tightly and gets very emotional. Gui also looked happy. He tells her that he had prayed a lot for her to wake up. I used to think day and night when you would wake up, so it is a very big thing for me that now you have finally woken up. Now Hylan promises Gui, now I will never let anything happen to you. Just then, Yu-Chain also came there, who, out of happiness, lifts Gui up and just kept repeating that my younger sister has woken up, because of which I am very, very happy. In the next scene, it is shown how Yu-Chain and Hylan are both helping Gui to walk. Actually, Momo's body has become weak due to being in a coma. In between this, Hylan and Yu-Chain both have a lot of fun and also try to walk on one leg like Gui. They race, seeing all of which Gui starts laughing. In the next scene, Yu-Chain is shown with Gui, where he tells Gui that in these 3 years, Hylan has also taken equal care of you. He used to come to meet you every day, used to worry about you, but I did not let him know about your powers at all. Then Gui asks why you are repeatedly mentioning Hylan. I mean, you and Mom and Dad also took care of me. Then Yu-Chain says that we are family. So obviously we will take care of you, but Hylan is an outsider, right? Still, he has done a lot for you. Gui, in the course of conversation, tells about Mr. Choi. That day in school he had come to attack me, but now I have taught him such a lesson that he will not come in front of me again. Hearing this, Yu-Chain becomes very happy. Then it is shown that some experiment is being done on the stone in the lab, due to which Gui's health starts to deteriorate, meaning she stands up and pushes Yu-Chain away from herself. She was behaving weirdly, so Yu-Chain starts to get scared of her, wondering what to do now. Then we see that the experiment being done on the stone in the lab is stopped, due to which Gui's health becomes fine. She thinks what had happened to me. On the other side, Yu-Chain was also worried, so he asks if some spirit comes inside you that you were reacting like this. Gui says no, it's nothing like that. Then Gui says that this is your college. I will take admission in this because she feels that there is something here because of which her health deteriorates. So she goes to the principal's office and talks to him. I am very intelligent, so I want to take admission in your college. The teacher calls some students and asks them to ask her questions, the answers to which Gui gives easily. So the principal agrees to give her admission in his college. In the next scene, Gui goes to college, and there all the girls are talking about her, that she is very intelligent. But Gui, without looking at anyone, goes and sits on her seat. In the next scene, Tank is looking at Gui's file. Just then, Amy comes to give some file, and seeing Gui's picture says, "This is Momo." Tank says, "Do you know her?" She says, "Yes, she was my classmate." In the next scene, Tank meets Gui and reminds her that they have met before in the gaming championship. Then Gui says that, "Yes, I remember you." So Tank says, "I am your senior, so if you need any help, you can ask me." Then the canteen scene is shown where the girls are shocked. Who is this handsome boy with Momo? Is he Momo's boyfriend? Then another girl says that no, he is Momo's older brother. Look how he is taking care of his sister. Then Hylan comes and sits with Gui. Gui is happy to see him. Then Hylan tells Gui, "When you went into a coma, I was very worried for you, so I had decided that now whenever you wake up, I will spend as much time as possible with you." In the next scene, we see Danthoris, who is distributing his cafe's papers to everyone. In the next scene, that alien Danthoris comes with flowers to propose to Gui, saying, "Please be my girlfriend." Yu-chain gets very angry. Who are you? But Gui calms Yu-chain down and tells Danthoris that she wants to talk to him alone. Gui comes out and asks Danthoris many questions. What do you want from me? Danthoris says that I don't want anything from you. I just want to make you my girlfriend because we are both alike. And anyway, look, you are my type, and I am also so handsome. Just then, Hylan comes there with his car and tells Gui to get in the car. Gui quietly gets into the car and they both leave from there. In the next scene, we see that Hylan has brought Gui to the same room where they used to meet before. Hylan had done a lot of decoration for Gui and had also written welcome back, which makes Gui happy. Just then, Laura, Yu-chain, all of them also come there and start singing a song for Gui, meaning they are very happy that now finally Gui is completely fine. Then Hylan also confesses his feelings. When I first saw you crying during military time, I don't know why I felt bad for you, even though we were not even friends at that time. Then when I saw you crying for the second time in the museum, seeing you cry, tears came to my eyes too. Then when you cried for the third time in front of me while watching a movie, I couldn't control myself. That feeling was not of comforting you, but of liking you. Gui is happy to hear these words of Hylan. Then they all cut the cake that Jinjing had brought for Gui, meaning they all enjoyed this moment with Gui well. Gui is happy, but suddenly at night she can't sleep, thinking about Hylan. Her body is also quite hot and her heartbeat is also fast. So Gui checks her system, but it was completely fine, due to which Gui did not understand what is happening to her. So she comes out and sits. Yu-chain comes and asks what happened. Gui says that maybe she has a fever. Yu-chain checks Gui's forehead, then checks his own, and says that it doesn't seem like that. Gui says that I don't know why my body is hot and my heartbeat is fast. I am feeling quite nervous. Then Yu-chain says that all this is happening to you because Hylan proposed to you, because you also like him. That's why you saved his life before going into a coma. Gui says, no, it's nothing like that, meaning I don't like anyone and the word love does not come in my dictionary. Then Gui comes to her room and, while recording a video, says that no, I am not going to fall into anything like love at all because I am not a normal human being, but the biggest and most dangerous warrior of the planet Scorpius, whose job is just to handle planets. And then she tells her system that now whenever my heartbeat goes above 100, you have to automatically stop me. In the next scene, we see Hylan in his class, where a boy came and told Hylan, "You are Hylan, right? A girl is waiting for you outside." Hylan thought it must be Gui, so he goes out. As soon as Hylan comes into that class, someone locks him from outside. He tries to open the door, but this door was now locked with power, and Danthoris has done this to trouble Hylan and Guy. Then, we see Amy, who brings a report and gives it to Tank. Because Amy has been intelligent from the beginning, she impresses Tank so much with her intelligence that Tank says, "I want to add you to the Section A team, where we are working on a stone, but this matter is very secret, so you will have to sign a contract." Amy agrees, "Yes, I will sign the contract." And then after leaving from there, she secretly types a message to someone and then deletes that number. In the next scene, we see that Gui goes to Danthoris and asks about Hylan. Danthoris, laughing, says, "You are not able to find him because I have locked him in a place with my power. If you want Hylan back, then give me all your mental power, otherwise it will not be good." And then he started showing his power to Gui. "See how powerful I am." Then Gui also shows her mental power, which was quite a lot, so seeing this, Danthoris gets very scared and then sits down there and said, "Sister, please forgive me. I didn't know that you are so powerful. Please let me go from here." Then Guy calms down. On the other side, Hylan, who was locked, just then the door opens by itself. In the next scene, Laura comes to Danthoris's cafe to work because the cafe was right in front of the lab, so she can easily keep an eye on the lab. Then we see how Danthoris was giving some percentage of his power to Gui, just like a charger. Guy thanks Danthoris. Then Guy asks Danthoris about love. "What is the meaning of love for you? Because my best friend says that love is the most important thing." Danthoris says that the most important thing for us is to leave from here, and love is nothing. Danthoris further says that he misses his planet and his mom a lot. Anyway, on this planet, people are very lonely themselves, so they find their pastime in things like love. Guy says that no, it's not like that. "In the beginning, I also felt that on this planet people just eat day and night. No one has any mission in life. But I was wrong. Here everyone lives freely." In the next scene, we see Hylan, who was missing Gui while looking at her photo. Then he messages Gui and asks if she will go to the theme park with him tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Gui refuses, saying that she is busy. Hylan said, "It's okay, I will wait for you. You can come when you are free." Then it is shown that the next day at 10 o'clock sharp, Hylan comes to the theme park and starts waiting for Gui to come. On the other side, Gui, who is ready at home to go but is not going because she wants Hylan to give up on her so that he doesn't get hurt later. But Hylan has started to truly love Gui, so he is ready to wait for Gui for any amount of time. Then, when Gui is talking to Jinjing, she explains to her in detail about love, so Gui realizes something. So she runs to the theme park, but now Heilan was not there. Just then, someone calls Gui, who was Heilan. Gui is terribly shocked. Does this mean you are still here? Heilan says, I have waited for you for a full 3 years, so this is just a matter of 1 day. Gui says, but still, you called me at 10 in the morning and I am coming now. Heilan says, no, I called you at 10 at night and you came before time, so this is a good thing, right? And then started extending his hand. Gui gets emotional seeing Heilan's love, how he has no complaints with me, just wants my love. Then they both enjoy a lot together on the rides. Then, in between conversations, Gui asks, by the way, do you really not want to ask me why I came so late? I mean, I was ready since morning but just couldn't come. Heilan silences Gui by saying that for me, the past is not important but the present is, in which you are in front of me. And I know that you are brilliant in studies, brilliant in sports, but not in understanding love, so it's okay. And then slowly he moves forward to kiss Gui. Gui was also moving forward because she has finally accepted Heilan's love, but now because she had told her system to stop her, as soon as her heartbeat reaches 100%, she automatically moves away from Heilan and, saying bye to him, runs away from there. In the next scene, Gui regrets what happened yesterday, so she takes dumplings and goes to Heilan's house to meet him. Just then, she sees Heilan's mother going somewhere. She was sitting in a car where there was a man, so Gui did not understand who this man is, with whom Heilan's mother is looking so happy, so she starts following both of them. Then that person says that his company is about to go bankrupt. Heilan's mother says, don't worry, Heilan trusts me a lot. When I say that I need some money to invest, he will quietly give me his money card. Gui, after hearing everything, angrily comes in front of Heilan's mother, where she first makes that man unconscious with her power. Then tells Heilan's mother, are you really Heilan's mother? Did you come back from the US just to use Heilan? I am going to tell Heilan everything right now. She tries to stop Gui and says she loved her crush a lot and they were going to get married very soon. But at that time, my crush was poor. So when my mother's health deteriorated and I didn't have money for treatment, I obviously couldn't ask for any money from my crush because he himself was in his own troubles. So Heilan's father had come to me, who, in exchange for treating my mom, had put a condition that I marry him. I was helpless, so I agreed to Heilan's father's words. After a little time, Heilan was born, and the three of us started living together as a happy family. I had also forgotten my crush, but suddenly Heilan's father's behavior towards me started to change. He used to be angry all day, due to which we had a lot of arguments, and all this happened in front of Heilan, due to which he used to get very scared, so I used to keep comforting him. But suddenly one day, I got a call from my crush who told me that he has started a very good business in the US, so now he wants to call me back. So I selfishly decided to go for my happiness and I left Heilan with his father. Anyway, if I wanted to take Heilan with me, Heilan's father would never have let that happen, so I was helpless. I had to leave Heilan and go. But now suddenly my crush, who is now my husband, his company has gone into a very big loss, so I want to help them through Heilan. Gui says, you are really very selfish. You don't love Heilan at all, whereas he loves you so much. Heilan's mom says, no, this is not true. I mean, I also love Heilan a lot. How can I hate him like that? Gui said, but you can use him, right? She says, please don't tell Heilan anything. Gui says, you have only 2 options now. Either let me tell Heilan the truth or quietly leave his life and never come back again because I cannot tolerate anyone hurting Heilan at all. Then it is shown that when Heilan comes back home, he finds a note from his mom on which it is written that she is going back to the US and will never come back again. Seeing this, he gets very worried and calls his mom. But now, the number was also coming as switched off. In the next scene, we are shown that Gui has again recorded where she is saying, on my planet Scorpius, whenever an enemy troubled my people, I used to take revenge, meaning I used to protect my people. In the same way, Heilan's mother had come to hurt him because of money, meaning she only had a purpose with Heilan for money, so I separated them from Heilan because I cannot see Heilan being hurt at all, but want to protect him. But it seems that, in the end, I will be the one who will hurt him the most, and then she becomes sad. The next scene is cut, and now we again see Danthoris giving power to Gui. But when both of them suddenly start feeling a strange power again because of the stone, Guy asks Danthoris about this. Then we see how they both, after beating the guards, are going inside the lab. Danthoris started telling that he has come here once before, and mental power is not used here. Hearing this, Gui remembered that mental power was not used at Mr. Choi's house either. So is he also connected with these people? Just then, 2 guards come. So Gui, with a single punch, hits both of them and knocks them down. Then we see that they both come to Section A, meaning where the stone is kept, which Guy looks at carefully. Danthoris says that this stone looks very normal, but when it is activated, its power is very high, which affects all the nearby aliens. And this stone has so much power that it can also connect galaxies with each other, meaning now we don't need advanced technology to go home. But we can open the door of our planet with this and easily leave from here. Just the activation of the stone is necessary. When it was activated a little last time, that's why you woke up from the coma. Guy finally understands that the power inside this stone is some percentage of Guy's own power, meaning the power which she had come to Earth to hide. Next, we are shown Danthoras, who is thinking about Gui. The way Gui uses her power, fights, I have heard about someone like that. Then Danthoras now comes to Gui and says, "Have you really separated your mental power from your soul?" "But no, how is this possible? This must have been very painful." Gui says, "No, this is the truth. I mean, I really did that." Danthoras, very badly shocked and scared, says, "Does this mean you are Abudori?" Gui says, "Yes, I am the one." He says, "The great general whose story I have heard so far. I am standing in front of that great personality. I can't believe it at all." And then he says that that's why your name still shines at the top on the hero soulstone. She is surprised that her name is still shining on her planet. Then, just then, we are shown some people of Gui's planet who, whenever they see Guy's name on the hero soulstone, they always give respect to Guy. Guy asks Danthoras about the condition of her planet. Danthoras says that after you left, there were many ups and downs, but the people there got a lot of support because of your past deeds. Hearing all these things, Gui gets emotional and decides that she will definitely go back to her people as soon as possible. In the next scene, we see that when Tank came to the research lab, he asks the guard how he got these injury marks on his face. They both said, "Sir, we ourselves don't know anything. I mean, we don't even remember anything, which is why we are worried." So Tank comes to see the CCTV footage, where he noticed that the footage of some time at night has been trimmed. Actually, when Danthoras and Gui were going back at night, then they had gathered all the guards in one place and erased their memories and deleted the CCTV camera footage. In the next scene, we see Amy, who is leaving the lab, when Tank stops her and asks to see the envelope. Amy is surprised. "Were you keeping an eye on me?" He says that yes, he is keeping an eye on everyone. Then when he opens the envelope, it contains the letter given by Hylan to Amy. She says that she always keeps this envelope with her. "I know that the secrets of this lab are kept secret, so you should also have a little trust in me." Tank says sorry to Amy and leaves from there. Now we see Danthoras, who is talking about the stone with Gui. Guy says that wherever this stone was found, its complete part will also be there. We should find out about this. For now, let these people try to activate the stone because it will benefit us. Then we see Amy, who has two similar envelopes, meaning she had fooled Tank. So the envelope which she was hiding, she posts it, and then today finally takes out the letter from the Hylan envelope and reads it, inside which Hylan had written many sweet things for Amy. She finds out about Hylan's feelings, that Hylan also liked me and was serious about me. Then we are shown that Gui goes to Tank and says that I want to work with you in this research lab because you were the one who said last time that I can ask for any favor from you. Tank asks, "But why?" Guy says, "Just for fun, I also want to do something new." Tank says that you are still in your first year and we take seniors here, but it's okay. Whenever you are needed, I will call you. Then we see that Tank tells this whole thing to Hylan's father, that the girl about whom I had told you before, that she is very special. She wants to work with us. Hylan's father starts thinking. In the next scene, Yuchain is shown, to whom Gui asks that if a boy is very sad about something, how to fix his mood. Yuchain said, "Get him a girlfriend." Gui says that he already has a girlfriend because I am talking about Hylan here. Yuchain started giving ideas on how Gui can make Hylan happy. In the next scene, we see that Yuchain has brought Hylan to a restaurant. Actually, Hylan has started to remain sad because of his mom, so they both want to fix his mood. And then as Yuchain played the music, Gui came here and starts dancing. She had also dressed up completely differently, and she was dancing in a very strange way, whatever she has learned by watching online videos. Hylan starts laughing, seeing all this, and Yuchain was also getting happy. "Wow, my sister, you are amazing." Then when Gui's dance ends, Hylan was looking very happy that Gui is doing so much for him. Then Hylan tells Gui that he will make noodles and feed her. Both of them come to Hylan's father's house because since Hylan's mother has gone, now Hylan has started living with his father again. So when they are both eating noodles here, Hylan's father also comes and says, "What's the matter? Hylan has brought his friend here today." Hylan starts getting annoyed, seeing his father because he knows his father's nature, but Gui introduces herself to them, hearing which he is shocked. "Oh, so this is Momo, about whom I have only heard so far." Then Hylan grabs Gui's hand and forcibly takes her with him from here. Then Tank is shocked to hear about Gui being at Mr. Lee's house. He says, "I have a strong suspicion that Momo has come to your house with some motive, and she has also made friends with your son for some reason." Hylan's father says that, but from the girl's behavior, I didn't feel that she knows anything about me. So he gives permission for you to let that girl also come to the research lab. who knows she might be of some use to us, but just keep a close eye on her. In the next scene, we see Halen playing basketball, where when he came to the bench to rest, Amy also comes to Halen and says, "I have read your letter. Can I please be your friend again? I will never break your heart again." To this, Halen tells Amy that now he loves Gui, and they are also in a relationship. So with Gui being there, he doesn't want to have any other female friend. Hearing this, Amy feels very bad, because earlier Halen was only her friend. In the next scene, Halen is going somewhere when he meets Gui's parents on the way, who forcibly bring Halen to their house and were feeding Halen a lot of food. Just then, Gui's father gets a call from someone who is asking for an email. He requests Halen, "Can you help me send an email?" Then he takes Halen to Gui's laptop. Dad goes to get something, so now Halen had to unlock the laptop. Halen types his name in the password and Gui's laptop opened. Seeing this, he starts smiling. Halen was looking at some files, one of which when he found in his mom's name, he immediately opens it. He hears all of Gui's words, in which she is telling the whole truth about Helen's mother, how she had come to Halen only because of money. Halen is shocked to hear all this. He also heard all these lines of Gui, that she is from the planet Scorpius, and in the end, she will be the one to hurt Halen the most. When Gui's dad comes back to the room after a while, he finds out that Halen is not here. Then Halen calls someone and asks them to track his mom. Then we are shown Helen's mother, who is very badly shocked when Halen came in front of her. Then Halen gives his mom his money card and said that if this money is not enough, then my car is also outside. And then he says that he has found out that you had come back to me because of money. Mom was about to give an excuse, but Halen silences her and says that from today, I am breaking all relations with you. Now I will never miss you. Just then, we are shown a man who had heard everything, so he tells all these things to Helen's father on the call. In the next scene, we see that as soon as Helen comes back home, his dad says, "Son, today you did a very good job by saying goodbye to that woman forever." Helen is shocked. "Were you having me watched?" He said, "Yes, because the kind of mother you have, she could have had you kidnapped for the sake of money." Helen starts saying angrily that no one cares about my feelings. The father starts explaining that you should mature now, just think about success. Because the person who gives priority to feelings, his heart breaks in the end. It was your wish from the beginning to live with your mom, right? So I let you live with your mom for a full 3 years to fulfill your wish, but now you can see her reality yourself. From the beginning, if anyone has cared for you, it is only me. Hylon, who is very hurt, says that no one thinks about me. You also want to make me mature and just a money-making machine. In the next scene, we see that Gui has come back home and is shocked. Who unlocked my laptop? So she angrily asks her mom and dad about this. They said that Hylon had come. We were getting him to send an email. Gui gets an even bigger shock. Has Halen heard all that recording? So she angrily leaves from there. On the other side, Halen was also very worried and was swimming, and he is remembering all of Gui's words, how she was mentioning another planet and how she was saying that she will be the one to hurt me the most in the end. What did she mean by those words? I don't know when I will be able to understand Gui, and now I have to find out what Gui is hiding from me. On the other side, Gui, who was very worried about Hylon. That has Hylon understood everything? So she musters up the courage and starts calling Hylon, but Hylon, who was also angry, cuts Gui's call. They both remain worried like this all night and keep thinking about each other. On the other side, we are shown that Amy is standing and waiting for someone to come. Then someone secretly hands her a file, which Amy brings and gives to Tank. Tank is very impressed because all these details were related to the stone, so he makes Amy the leader of Section A. Meanwhile, Hylon, who has been alone and sad for a day or two, turns on his mobile and sees many messages from Gui, to which he replies that he doesn't feel like meeting anyone at all. He just wants to be alone. Gui becomes sad after reading this message from Hylon, how Hylon is still angry and does not want to meet me. Then Hylon's doorbell rings, where Amy has come, who is asking Hylon to hang out outside. Hylon first refuses, but Amy somehow convinces him to just go for a short walk outside. Hylon finally agrees. Next, we see that Gui is missing Halen a lot, meaning she is remembering how they used to sit together in the canteen. Just then, Yuchain comes and asks, "Are you missing Halen? If yes, then talk to him." Gui says, "Maybe Hylon has found out a little something about my identity." Yuchain is shocked. On the other side, Amy and Halen are coming back after watching a movie together. While going home, Halen stops after seeing a poster of an alien movie and remembers Gui. Amy asks, "Why are you worried?" Halen says, "I am worried about Gui." Amy says, "Guy was so changed before, a completely different personality, then suddenly she changed. Something has happened to her." This thought also comes to Halen's mind. Here, Gui is waiting for Halen's call, but she gets a call from Tank, who tells her that she has been selected for the research lab. Gui thanks him. Halen meets Jinjing and asks what happened that day when Momo fell into the water. Jinjing says that Momo had gone deep into the sea where there was no oxygen. She was almost lost, but then Momo came out safely. Hylan meets the doctor, who confirms the same. Then Hylan asks his professor how people behave after waking up from a coma. The professor says that people's behavior changes. They forget many things, even their identity. In one case, a man who woke up from a coma was behaving like a 5-year-old child. But Hylan gets confused because nothing like that happened with Gui. She remembered everything. Then we see that when Gui is cleaning, a person bumps into her and says, "Oh, you're the new girl? Why are you doing this work?" Guy says that Amy told her to. That person makes a face at Amy's name and says that Amy seems suspicious because she suddenly came to the lab and collected so much data about the stone as if she's been researching for years. This also seems strange to Gui. Gui goes to Hylan's class to meet him, but finds out that Hylan is not attending classes. A girl gives her Hylan's homework. When Gui goes outside Hylan's house with the homework, she sees Amy with Hylan there. Amy kisses Hylan. Seeing this, Gui is shocked. Yuchain is playing a game when a call comes from Laura on Gui's phone. Gui's condition is bad. She is making strange noises. Laura says that Gui was talking about Hylan and Amy's kiss. Then suddenly she started behaving like this. Yuchain is scared because last time Gui had hit him, but he musters up the courage to stop her. Gui starts hitting him again. Actually, Amy is doing something on the stone. When the work is finished, Gui calms down. Yuchain goes and fights with Hylan and asks about Amy's kiss. Hylan says that Amy is just his old classmate, and he had refused Amy because in his heart there is only Momo. He asks Yuchain, "What is your sister's problem?" She doesn't seem normal. Yuchain gets scared and runs away. At night, the lab is empty. Gui hears a strange voice from the basement. Mr. Choi's experiment has failed, and he is going out. Gui goes near the basement to see what is happening inside. Mr. Choi and Guy both come to the same door. But just then Amy comes and, stopping Guy, says, "It's not allowed to come so deep into the lab? What are you doing here?" Guy says, "I heard a loud noise from downstairs, so I came to check." Amy says, "No, everything is fine," and takes Gui from there. Next, Dingnan and his mom come to meet Hylan, bringing seafood. Dingnan says, "Call your friends to eat with us too." Hylan calls Gui and says, "Come quickly, I have to talk to you about something important," and cuts the call. There, the three of them are together. Dingnan says, "This is the first time we three are eating together after Gui woke up from the coma." He says how much Hylan missed Gui when she was in a coma. Dingnan also says that he is going to the US to study. He will miss everyone. Just then, Dr. Hana comes, whom Hylan introduces as his sister, not as a doctor. Hana asks Gui non-stop questions. "I have heard about you from Hylan. How are you so strong? How are your studies so good?" Gui finds all this strange, but she calmly answers. Dingnan also finds it strange. He says, "You are asking questions as if you are choosing a girl for Hylan." Hana laughs. Just then, Hylan's professor also comes. The professor comes and says, "This is Dr. Hana, a famous doctor from China, and you are the same Gui who was in a coma, right? Now this doctor will cure you." Everyone is shocked because Hylan had called Hana his sister. Gui feels sad. She says, "If I ever get sick, I will contact you." Then, angry, she leaves from there. Hylan goes after Gui and says, "Sorry." Gui says, "It's okay. I am not angry. It's good. Now, if there is any problem in the future, I will contact the doctor." Hylan says, "Why are you so normal? Right now you should be angry with me." Guy angrily says, "I am very angry and hurt." Hylan says, "But it doesn't seem like it. It seems like you are extraordinary and hide a lot of secrets." Gui says, "If I say that I was sleeping for 200 years, came from another planet, and Kardoshi is my friend, will you believe it?" Hylan says, "Stop talking nonsense. That can never happen." Gui says, "See, I told you you wouldn't believe my words. That's why I keep my secrets to myself. And sorry for hiding things about your mom." Guy's heartbeat becomes fast. Her health starts to deteriorate. Hylan hugs her, says, "We both made mistake. Why can't we forgive each other and be like before? It's hard to live without you." But Gui pushes him away and says, "Because of you, I am becoming weak. I have a lot of work to do here. I don't want to trouble you." She leaves Hylan and goes. Next, Mr. Choi meets Hylan's father and tells him about the connection between galaxies and aliens, how aliens can come to Earth. Hylan's father is surprised, says, "After so long, you have told such a big research. There must be a reason." Mr. Choi takes him to his son, who has been in a coma for years. He says, "There is no cure for my son's illness, and so I researched mental power. Now you know everything. I have to advance my research, for which I will need people. I need your permission." Hylan's father agrees. In the next scene, Mr. Choi forcefully injects two people, a boy and a girl, with the mental power of different aliens. Their eyes turn red. They become monsters or zombies. They attack Mr. Choi, But because of being under the influence of Gui's power, nothing happened to Mr. Choi. They both run away from there. Mr. Choi gets scared, but the next day he says nothing to Haelan's father, just says, "The experiment failed again." The father gets angry. "You only have 2 weeks, otherwise I will stop the investments." Laura discusses with her team that she will go inside the lab and bring information. She goes to the lab on the pretext of giving coffee. Tank and Amy see her and ask, "Who are you? How did you get here?" Laura make an excuse that she came to give coffee. Just then, Gui comes and saves Laura and says, "I was the one who ordered the coffee." Tank and Amy talk about the galaxy door, which opens the way for planets to come and go. They discuss that they will do big experiments with the stone and activate it using different powers. Next, we see Gui and Laura together. When Gui asks Laura the reason for coming to the lab, Laura says, "I want to know what is happening inside." Gui tells her that people are working on a stone, but she doesn't know who the boss is, but she will find out soon. On the other side, Haelan comes to his dad's office to get a book. There, seeing childhood toys, he remembers the old days. Touching a toy opens Dad's screen, which shows footage of the lab. Haelan is shocked. He also sees Amy working there. Just then, Dad comes. He feels someone is inside, but Haelan has already closed the screen, says, "I need a book." Dad gives the book. He quietly leaves. In the next scene, Gui is in a meeting with the District 7 team about the stone. Laura comes, leaves Gui, and takes everyone else to another room. Gui understands that Laura doesn't trust her. Still, she listens to everyone's conversation with her mental power, finds out that everyone has come to know about the galaxy door which opens the way for planets. Next, Amy is testing on the stone. The stone's power is increased. It starts to activate. Everyone is happy, but Gui and Danthoras get shocks. Danthoras comes to Gui and says, "The door has opened. Let's go quickly. We have to go home." Guy refuses. "I need time to think. I can't go right now." She is worried about how to go without saying goodbye to everyone. Then, after thinking a lot, she decides to go to the planet. Then Danthoras comes back and asks, "You really don't want to go?" Guy says, "I am ready. Let's go." Danthoras sits down, says, "Wait, the door doesn't open with such small shocks. I was testing you. What you would choose between Haelan, your friends, or the planet?" On the other side, Tank tells Haelan's father that someone knows about their secret research and wants to meet. The father is surprised, tells Tank to meet him. Tank goes to meet. Haelan is there. Tank is shocked when Haelan's phone rings, understands that Haelan knows the secret. He tells the father that Haelan has details of the lab. Maybe someone gave them to him. The father is shocked, remembers that Haelan had seen the screen in the office. Haelan meets Amy, asks, "Tell me the truth, what you are doing. Dad is making you do it, right?" Amy agrees, but doesn't tell much, says, "I can't put you in danger, this is risky." In the morning, Haelan's father requests him, "Whatever you know about the research, don't tell anyone." Haelan says, "If you are doing wrong, I will reveal everything." The father gets angry and says, "Do you know how much money I have invested in this project?" and scolds him and leaves. Tank asks Guy, "Was that coffee girl from District 7 whom you saved?" Guy refuses, but Tank says, "Tell the truth. We know she was from District 7, and they are also researching you." He gives Guy a file, in which there are details of District 7 keeping an eye on Gui. Guy is shocked, angrily goes to Laura, asks, "Why did you do all this?" Laura says, "You hid secrets from us. I had said there should be no secrets. Now you are not a member of District 7. Guy angrily says, "Be thankful you don't know the secret I am hiding, otherwise you would see my dangerous form. I thought you were like me, but we are different." Guy leaves in anger. Amy is working on the stone. Even with high power, nothing happens. So Amy says to increase the power. When the power becomes super high, the stone blasts. 3 years of research are destroyed. Haelan's father finds out. He gets angry. "You destroyed my thing with so much investment?" Amy apologizes and says, "The person who sold the stone had said that this is a small part. We can find a bigger stone through research." The father says, "Go, find the bigger stone and bring it." Amy goes to meet the same person who had sold the stone. She shows a photo of the stone. The person recognizes it. He shows a photo of a cave. "This stone was found there. This is a small part. The bigger one is in the cave." Amy says, "If you bring the bigger stone, you will get more money. Only you know the way to the cave." He refuses. "I brought the small part with difficulty. I will not put my life in danger again. You will have to find it yourself." Amy gets worried. Tank explains to her, "Use money. Anyone will be ready for money." Amy agrees. Next, the team going to the mountain is shown. A suspicious person secretly gives mission updates to someone. The next day, Haelan calls Gui to meet, says, "I can't forget you even for a minute." Then he brings alcohol bottles. "Now we will drink, share all the truths and secrets." Haelan drinks, says, "When you seemed strange to me, I did a full investigation. Asked Jing Jing about the sea case." Gui, after drinking, says, "You had asked if I had fired a gun for the first time. I had said yes, that was a lie. I have played with guns from the beginning. I am an expert." Haelan is shocked. Then Hylan also tells her that his dad is researching something. Gui, shocked, repeatedly asks, "What is that thing?" Hylan gets angry. "You don't care about my feelings. You want to know about the research. It seems you never loved me." He starts to leave in anger. Gui says, "I am leaving here soon. Maybe we will never meet again." Hylan angrily says, "Go now, I don't want to see you," and leaves. Guy's heart breaks. When she is leaving, she sees the same shoes she had seen in the lab, from which she understands that Hylan's father is getting the stone research done. Next, the team searching for the cave finds the cave. All mobiles are kept outside. Only the suspicious boy gives the mobile, but doesn't tell about the camera hidden in a stick. As soon as they go inside, strange noises are heard, as if dangerous animals are hidden. Everyone starts shouting and running, but everyone dies. There is blood everywhere. The District 7 people see on the screen that something dragged a boy away. They feel sad because that boy, Alex's brother, was their member who had gone on a mission. Then Tank tells Hylan's father that now no one will be ready to go into the cave. "We will advertise. Whoever goes will go at their own risk. We will do the final selection." The father agrees. The advertisement is printed, which also has a prize. Gui sees this, goes to Hylan's father, says, "I also want to go." The father asks, "But the cave is dangerous." Guy bravely says, "Nothing will happen to me. I will go." The father is surprised that this girl is so brave. He passes her. Gui meets Danthoris and says, "You will have to go with me. I will handle everything. We will activate the stone from there and go back to the planet." Then Danthoris goes to Tank for an interview for the mountain mission. Tank asks hard questions. Danthoris easily answers. Tank is impressed and selects him. In the next scene, Gui goes to her family. They are making dumplings. Gui says she's going on a trip for a job, gives gifts to Dad, Mom, and Yuchain. Everyone plays together, spends family time. Alex, Laura's friend, is ready to go to the mountains to find out the secret of his brother's death. Laura hits him and makes him unconscious, tells her friend, "Take care of him. Don't let him go anywhere until I come back." Laura herself is going to the mountains. She doesn't want anyone else to get hurt. There, Gui waits for Hylan. She wants to say goodbye to him before leaving. Hylan comes, tired, but is happy to meet Gui. "Hello, are you okay? We met after a long time." Guy says, "Yes, I am fine, but I am leaving now. I came to say goodbye." She returns the Cardoshi keychain. Hylan is surprised. He asks, "Can you please not tell me where you're going?" Gui doesn't answer. He said, "Okay, fine, don't tell me. I know you don't trust me." Guy started to apologize to Hylan. Then Hylan says it's okay. "But can you please not stay?" But Gui refuses. "I have to go." Then she thanks Hylan for everything. Hylan says that all those moments were very good for me when I was with you. Gui says that she wants to return the Christmas gift too, meaning those 3 kisses you gave me when I was in a coma. And then, being very emotional, she gets up and holds Hylan's face. Hylan was also very emotional, and was also crying. Then she kisses Hylan on the forehead, but just then she can't control herself, so she runs away from there. Hylan stops Gui and says, "Please don't go. I can't live without you." And then he tightly back-hugs Gui. Gui started crying even more, and Hylan just kept saying, "Please don't go or take me with you, because where you go, I will also go." Then Gui explains that she can't stay even if she wants to, nor can she take him with her. "Your dad will worry about you because he loves you a lot, and anyway, I am not Momo, I am someone else." Hylan says that he can never understand her words. "I don't know who you are, but I just know that I love you and want to be with you." In the next scene, we see who is going, meaning Amy is going, Danthoris is going, Laura is going, and Gui, who is staring at Laura angrily because she didn't know that Laura is also going to such a dangerous place. Tank came and starts telling them all the rules. Then Gui tells Tank that you had said that the District 7 people can leak information. So why are you taking them with you now? Then Tank says that's because this time we have given permission to everyone to go. So the District 7 people can also go. Just then, Yuchain also jumps and comes there, seeing which Laura and Gui are shocked. But Yuchain was very happy. Gui asks Yuchain, "What are you doing here? Go from here now." But Yuchain clearly refuses. "I like adventure." Yuchain asks Tank when we all will leave from here. Then Tank says that 2 doctors will also go with us because this work is very risky. And then when Li Feng and Hylan also come here, Gui is even more shocked. Why is Hylan here now? Then a flashback is shown that Li Feng had told Hylan about going here. Seeing the advertisement, Hylan had understood that his dad is getting all this done. So then he collects a lot of information and meets Tank and blackmails him. "Take me with you too." Then Hylan comes to Gui and says, "I had told you, right, that wherever you go, I will also follow you." Gui is in shock because the very people she was trying to save are now going with her. because of which now she has to protect everyone. Then we are shown the mountains, meaning they have reached the location they wanted to come to. But by the time they arrived, it was evening. Then it is shown to us that a girl and Amy's assistant are also with them. Then we see in the truck, Jinjing has also come hidden in the truck. Then they all come to a place and stop and start setting up tents so that they can spend the night here now. Then we are shown the night scene, where when Gui is sitting outside for everyone's safety, Hailan comes to Gui. Gui says, "You shouldn't have followed me." Hailan says that he has come here of his own free will. Then Gui says that when I first met you, you were completely different. There was pride in your eyes, but now you have become completely different. Then Hailan says that, yes, that's because I hadn't met you before, and now I am only yours. Then we are shown the morning scene that now when everyone is ready to move forward, Gui tells everyone that Hailan is missing. So everyone starts calling out Hailan's name loudly. On the other side, we are shown Hailan's father, to whom the maid is telling that Mr. Hailan has packed his things and gone somewhere, and from his words, it seemed as if he is going for a trip to the mountains. Hailan's dad understands where Hailan has gone, so he starts getting angry. There, Gui comes alone and tries to find Hailan using her power, but Hailan was not seen anywhere far, because there was a lot of fog in that jungle. Just then, Hailan's dad calls Tank with the help of a device. Tank gets worried, but then he comes to the side and musters up the courage to pick up the call. The father asks if Hailan is with him. Tank says yes. Hearing this, he gets very angry at Tank. Then, saying this, he cuts the call, "Send me your live location right now." Then Gui comes and says she is going to find Hailan. Then Danthoris comes to Gui and forbids her from doing so. Then we see that Gui, while looking for Hailan, has come quite deep into the jungle, where she saw fresh blood in one place. Also, Kardoshi's chain was lying there. So Gui understands that this blood is of no one else but Hailan. So she gets even more worried. "Where are you, Hailan?" On the other side, the rest of them have finally reached outside that cave and are ready to go inside. Then all the zombies start coming out. Seeing this, everyone screams loudly. Then Amy says that some of these people are the ones who came here before us to get the stone. Then Li Feng, out of fear, throws water on the zombie, due to which the zombie's skin started to burn. Then Tank understands that these people are afraid of water, so he asks the rest of them to throw water on the zombies too. Everyone started throwing water on the zombies from their water bottles. Actually, all these zombies were created because of Mr. Choi. He had created them with his experiments. The team that came before them was also killed and infected by them. Then we see that Mr. Choi makes a deal with an alien. "If you cure me and give me all the information about that stone with which the Stargate opens, then I will let you go from here. Plus, all the mental power I have stolen from other aliens, I will also give that to you. Then you will be able to survive easily on Earth." That alien agrees. So first, he gives all the information of the Star Door to Mr. Choi. Then, using his power, he also makes Mr. Choi completely fine as before. Then, according to the promise, he also gives the alien a file in which it is written, "Never trust any human again." Reading this, that alien is shocked, and then just then, Mr. Choi locks him there and leaves from here. On the other side, we are shown Gui, who is putting a mark on the tree, so that when Hailan comes to this place, it will be easy for him to find the way. On the other side, we see Hailan's father who is hastily going to the mountains to find his son Hailan. But when Mr. Choi comes to him, he is also in a completely fine condition. Then Hailan's father is left shocked. "How did you get well?" Then Mr. Choi shows Hailan's father that alien, saying, "This is the key you need," meaning this is an alien who can activate that stone for which you have been crazy for years. Hailan's father does not believe it, so Mr. Choi explains a lot and also says that Gui is also an alien, and only all these aliens together can open the Star Door, an invention from which you will get a lot of name and you will become famous. Then Hailan's father becomes happy. On the other side, Gui, who is still looking for Hailan and once again uses her power. Hailan was not seen, but she finds out about Yuchain that her brother is in danger. There, Yuchain was really in danger because a zombie was about to attack them with something powerful, from which both of them were saved. But Gui catches that thing from behind and shoves it back into that zombie. Laura is shocked to see all this, and Yuchain becomes happy that Gui has finally come to save them. In the next scene, we are shown that Yuchain hugs Gui and is happy that you have come back safely. But Gui says that, but Hailan has still not come back. "So I will stay here and wait for him." Yuchain explains a lot to Gui. "I admit you are super strong, a superwoman. You have a lot of power, but those zombies are infecting people. Please listen to me and come back home with us." but Gui clearly refuses because she will activate the stone at any cost and will also take Hylan back. Then Yuchain and Laura leave from there with the rest of them. In the next scene, we see that Gui starts killing all those zombies, saying, "I know you guys didn't want to become like this, but now that you have become, you will have to die. Because if you are taken to the city to be cured, this virus will slowly spread to other people as well." On the other side, we are shown that Gui, who is still fighting with zombies, just then, Danthoras, Yuchain, Laura, Jingjing, all of them come to save Gui. Gui says you all should not have come back. Then they all say that we can never leave each other's side. They all try their best to fight the zombies, but when they are badly trapped, Hylan also comes here to save everyone. Seeing whom everyone is left surprised, has Hylan really come back? Then, Hylan helps all of them, due to which they all are finally able to come out and run far away. Then, everyone nonstop starts asking Hylan many questions. Where did you disappear, and how did you get here? Then Hylan tells them the whole story, that actually what had happened was that night when Hylan was awake outside for everyone's safety, then he had seen someone running at speed. So Hylan started following that person. Hylan, while looking for that person, goes quite deep into the jungle, so he could not find the way back. Then, just then, that zombie also comes in front of Hylan. Seeing whom, Hylan gets very scared and starts trying to run. But that zombie was not leaving Hylan at all because all these zombies used to come out only in the dark of night. When that zombie was about to kill me, then I had picked up the orange stones lying there and thrown them at him. I don't know what was special about those stones, but as soon as I threw them, that zombie started screaming in pain. I did not know the way, so I went in the wrong direction. That's why my foot got injured and my Kardoshi chain fell down. Gui asks, "And how did you find the way to us?" Then Hylan says that he saw marks tied on the trees, which Gui had put for Hylan. Also at that time, Hylan had collected a lot of orange stones so that now zombies could be killed, which he was also showing to everyone because only with their help they will die. Gui understands how to use the stones and what zombies are afraid of, so she comes into her form and starts leading everyone. So everyone starts preparing, meaning Laura, Jingjing, and Yuchain are setting the mirrors, how they will bring the sunlight inside the cave. There, Gui has come inside the cave and is asking Hylan and Danthoras to take out all the stones. Hearing the noise, the zombies also start coming out. On the other side, Laura, Jingjing, Yuchain, with great difficulty, finally bring the sunlight to the stones, which Danthoras with his power makes even hotter. Then Danthoras asks Gui to attack. Then Gui tells the zombies, "Do you know why I will win this time? Because this time, I have come here with my real power, my friends." Then Gui, using her power, lifts the stones and starts killing those zombies one by one, due to which the zombies start to burn. Hylan was shocked to see all this because he was seeing Gui's powers for the first time today. Gui now lifts a lot of stones at once and starts hitting the zombies with them in a very cool style, due to which the remaining zombies were also all burned in one go. Danthoras is very happy. Boss, you did an amazing job." But Jingjing was surprised because Hylan and Jingjing have now come to know the truth about Gui, that Gui is an alien. Yuchain tells Hylan that in your previous life you must have done some good deeds, that my sister liked you. Hearing this, Hylan becomes happy. Then they all start looking for the way further inside the cave. On the other side, we see Amy, who, while going back, sees Hylan's father and Mr. Choi, all of them coming. She says, "I will show you the way forward." On the other side, we see all of them who have now reached a place in the cave, which was very large and of an ancient type. So Jingjing happily starts running there and starts looking at the whole place. There, when Gui is looking at this whole place with Hylan, just then her foot slips, but Hylan saves Gui from falling. Both start looking at each other very carefully. Then Hylan says that he admits that she is very strong. "You don't need anyone, but I still want to protect you, because you are really that person in my life whom I always want to keep safe." Hearing this, Gui is impressed that Hylan really loves her so much. Then, just then, Hylan slowly starts getting close to Gui to kiss her. And then, just then, Gui and Hylan kiss each other. In the next scene, we are shown that Amy tells Hylan's father that, by the way, there are also monsters in the cave, which seem to be Mr. Choi's failed experiment. Hylan's father is shocked and says, "What monsters? When you had said that you had not caused much harm to anyone in your lab experiment, and those whom you had harmed, you have cured them." Mr. Choi says that actually, he was curing them, but they had run away. Then we see Hylan talking to Gui, where Hylan first apologizes that he never understood her compulsion, nor could he understand her, just remained angry with her. Then Gui also apologizes that she was also afraid to tell him her truth. Hylan asks why she needs the stone. Then she tells him that 1, she has to go back home with its help. Plus, it is such a power of mine that I have to give it to my planet. Then Hylan says that his dad also needs that stone. "I wish we don't find that stone here. Then dad will also leave his madness and you will also not leave me." Hearing this, Gui gets emotional and starts crying. Helan requests that please don't erase my memories because I want to live with your memories. In the next scene, we see that Gui first creates some light there with her power because now they all have to find the stone. And then they all started looking for that stone. After searching a lot, finally Yu-Chain finds that stone, which was quite deep inside. So Gui, with her power, takes that stone out. They were covering the stone with a jacket and were about to take it when just then Mr. Choi, his team, and Helan's father and Amy, all of them come there. Mr. Choi understands that they have found the stone. So Helan's father, who is happy to see his son, then Helan asks him to walk to the side and talk. Gui, seeing Mr. Choi, says to herself that how did he get well so quickly? Then Mr. Choi tells Gui, it's good to meet you once again. You did something very bad to me last time. Then Guy says, you don't worry. This time I am going to do something even worse to you. Mr. Choi's men are also taking out that machine which prevents mental power from being used. Hylan explains a lot to his father that Dad, please leave the matter of the stone. It does not belong to us humans, but let it go to the planet it belongs to. But when Hylan's father doesn't agree, then Hylan goes against his father and goes and stands in Gui's team, which Hylan's father doesn't like at all. Hylan also asks Amy to come to their team's side, but she refuses because she is now in Mr. Choi's team. Mr. Choi tells the other alien to look and tell me who else is an alien here besides Gui. That alien had understood that Hylan's father's life is in his son. So leaving Danthoras, he starts calling Hylan an alien. Hylan also accepts that yes, he is an alien. Just then, in between this, that alien pushes Mr. Choi and asks Danthoras to open his hands. Before Danthoras could use his power, just then, Mr. Choi turns on the power meter, due to which Danthoras was not able to use his power. Laura, seeing the opportunity, kicks Mr. Choi and sends the remote flying, which Yu-Chain catches and, while running, turns off the meter, due to which Danthoras finally opens that alien's hands. Then the fight starts, where they all were overpowering Mr. Choi's team. But when it was said to pick up the stone first, hearing this, that other alien comes to the stone and starts activating it, saying, I will never let any powerful thing fall into the hands of bad people like you. Danthoras says a lot. Please don't do this. I mean, you can't activate it. If this stone is activated even a little, it will drain all your mental power. But that alien did not agree, saying, even if I die, I will not let these people do more wrong things. Just then, because of the stone, this whole place started to shake. A lot of stones also started falling from above. No one could do anything because the stone had been activated a little. But due to using too much power, that alien dies. As soon as he dies, everything becomes quiet again. Mr. Choi quickly comes to Jinjing and snatches the remote from her, and then turns on the mental meter again. Then Danthoras is told to activate the stone. Guy says that he will not be able to activate this stone because his mental power is weak. So let me do it. Then they say to be patient. Your turn will also come in the end, but first, all your friends will die because the stone is also activated a little with fresh blood. And then they call Laura forward. Laura slowly comes, but just then she grabs Helan's father, saying, I will kill him. Then Mr. Choi says, yes, so kill him. Anyway, I don't want any other partner in such a big discovery. Granted, Helan's father has invested a lot of money on the stone and on me too, so he should die peacefully now. Then Helan's father shouted, are you crazy? How can you betray me? Then he said, yes, I am crazy, and also tells that the boy I had shown you was not my son. In fact, I am not even married. I was just emotionally blackmailing you to get money for the experiment. Then Hylan's father gets even more angry. Mr. Choi says that now, first his son will sacrifice, and then, telling his men, he forcibly starts putting Hylan's hand on the stone. Laura attacks that man with a knife, due to which Hylan's father is able to save his son. Then Gui felt that the meter is off. So she asks everyone to attack, and then, using her power, she threw a lot of people far away. One of Mr. Choi's men stabs Hylan's father's back, due to which he shouted loudly, so now Gui attacks Mr. Choi, and throws him and his remaining companions far away. This attack was very powerful, so Mr. Choi and his men are not able to get up at all but become unconscious. Hylan ties a jacket on his father's shoulder and says that, you don't worry, you will be fine. Danthoras said that he doesn't understand how the power meter turned off by itself. Then Amy says that she did that because she is also a member of District 7 and was secretly working on the stone with Hylan's father. At that time, the District 7 people also used to help me a lot because they used to collect and give me all the information related to the stone. But now, so that no one suspects me, the plan to expose Laura in the lab that day was also Laura's and mine. And when Helan's hand was being cut and put on the stone, in between this, I had cut the meter wire. Laura was smiling. Amy further says that she has liked Helan since school time, so she can't be against Helan even if she wants to, and then apologizes to Gui because she used to trouble her in the lab. Then Gui says that she didn't like her at all before, but the courage and understanding with which you have done everything, now in my eyes, you have become a warrior. Then she gives Laura all the proof and recording, saying that she had recorded all the conversations of Halen's father and Mr. Choi. Then Halen's father got worried because now he will be jailed for some time for doing wrong things. And with Mr. Choi, it will be even worse because Mr. Choi was directly killing people. Yuchain says that now everything is fine, so let's go home, and starts covering the stone again. But Gui says to keep it here because I will activate the stone now. Yuchain starts crying. No, I will not let you touch this stone. This is your big brother's order. He doesn't want her to leave them. Or just like the alien who died before touching the stone, something might happen to Gui as well. So he tell Hylan to please stop Gui, explain to her not to do this, but Hylan says, no, let her do this, hearing which Yuchain is shocked. Then Hylan explains to him that Gui has worked very hard to come this far, so let her complete her mission. Gui cries a lot and then says, bye. Just then, Hylan comes to say goodbye to Gui and hugs her tightly. Yuchain, who was still not moving away from the stone because he absolutely does not want Gui to leave them all. So Gui herself moves Yuchain away and also says bye to him, and then just then, Gui starts to use her mental power, due to which that place starts to shake badly once again. Gui's mental power also starts to decrease slowly, but the star door was not yet open. Gui is in a lot of pain, and then just then all her mental power is also finished and she falls back, whom Hylan tries to lift. Now Danthoras starts giving his power to the stone, saying that he cannot let his boss lose, but his power also slowly finishes and he also falls back. Hylan, crying a lot, tells Gui, you are feeling sleepy, right? It's okay, you sleep. Because this time, whether it's 3 years or 30 years or a whole lifetime, I will calmly wait for you to wake up again. Then Gui also gets very emotional. Also thanks Hylan for everything, and her eyes close. Yuchain gets angry. So he starts kicking the stone loudly, saying that everything is happening because of this stone. Just then, a very bright light comes here because finally, the stone had been activated. So Gui's planet's star door opens. With its light, Gui and Danthoras, both of them also started to wake up again. Then now, 3 aliens come out from the star door, seeing whom Gui is happy that finally, after so many years I am meeting you. But those aliens, after scanning Danthoras, recognize that he is an alien. Also, Danthoras also tells them his ID. But those people were not recognizing Gui, who she is, because Gui was not in her real body. But also they were surprised that how this girl has such unique power. Then Gui, when she goes to the 3 of them and tell her ID and name, I am S11071, and my name is Abu Dori. Hearing this, the 3 of them bow down in front of Gui because they couldn't believe at all that Gui is still alive, who has finally come back to the planet Scorpius. The rest of them are also surprised because everyone just knew that Gui is an alien, but no one knew this that she is a very old general of her planet. Gui smiled seeing all of them, and then she goes inside, where coming, she was very happy. She had also come in her uniform. Then Gui gives a long speech to her people and tells what had happened 200 years ago. Their ship was attacked by many dangerous enemy planets. They wanted to snatch the power from her, so they were attacking the planet Scorpius. Because of this, she had come to Earth and had hidden all the power for 200 years. Then she says, our planet's power is safely with me. I am happy to see that you people were living well here without me, and you all have grown the planet well again. Halen's father also feels sorry now that these people have done so much, and we Earthlings were thinking of stealing their power. Then, now the old alien also comes and welcomes Gui. Now it was time for the star door to close, so all of Guy's friends said goodbye to Guy one by one, and they were all smiling seeing her. But just then Gui changes her mind, meaning she tells the old alien that she has sacrificed a lot, and for now, even without me, the planet Scorpius is growing well. Also, for the protection of this planet, I have also brought back the power. So why not, as a reward, I be allowed to live on Earth for 100 years because there too, I have now made a family. The old alien agrees, okay, you can live on Earth for as long as you want. And then they give Gui unlimited mental power which will never end. Taking which, Gui feels even more powerful. Then Gui says bye to her planet saying, I will come back very soon. The star door closes, so that stone also disappears because now it has gone to the planet Scorpius. And then as soon as Gui comes, everyone is very happy. Halan's father apologizes to Gui for all his mistakes, whom she also forgoes. Then he told his son that I am happy for you that you are going to spend your life with a good girl, and then just then he leaves from here. Gui first meets Hylan well. Then they all hug Gui because everyone is really very happy that Gui has now come back. Then we are shown a scene from some time later that how Laura and Yuchain are getting married. Both were very happy about this. Yuchain's parents are also getting happy. Yuchain kisses Laura and puts a ring on her. Then Laura throws flowers which Gui catches. Then we are shown Hylan and Gui walking together, where both are talking romantically. After this, let's talk about Momo, meaning the girl whose body Gui is in, Her end was that when she, angry with Hylan, went deep into the water in anger, she died right there. Because you must have heard this line many times in the drama, that no human can go deep into the water and come back alive. So Momo had died in the water itself. But when her body started to sink, then Gui had called that body to herself. And then Gui had gone inside that body, meaning Momo's body. And when Momo was shown inside the mirror for the last time, that was Momo's soul, whose last wish was to see an alien. So Gui had met Momo, and then as soon as Gui left, Momo's soul disappeared forever. This was hidden from the audience until the end, so that suspense remains in the drama. So in a way, this was a happy ending. Because if Momo's mother had found out about Momo's death, she would not have been able to live. But now she is happy considering Gui as her daughter. And here the drama ends.